Hello?
How's it going, everybody? I'm Kyle from Fantasy Forge Studios, and we are back with some Adventures of Middle-earth Wilderland Adventures, our D&D 5e campaign set in the world of Middle-earth, taking place between the years of The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. We are joined by two of our players tonight, and yeah, I'm very excited to just kind of jump right into it. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and do some introductions, starting with Theodric.
Hey everybody, it's that Toby Australian. I play Theodric Grimborn. He is our Slayer from Rohan. He's 18 and he's searching for answers and uh, hopefully not more creepy prophecies and whatnot. But for now, he's happy to just be, pardon me, traveling with his friends, sorting out the world's problems, one dead orc at a time.
That's true. Absolutely. And our next character that we have tonight is Jess.
Hello! I'm SpiderFan33 in the chat, or Jessmine Sackville Baggins. As far as the party is concerned, she is 33, 34, something around there. But who knows? She is here to, just have a great time and try and forget about her cousin.
Which is
And
very difficult to
yeah.
do. Actually, with the exception of their current host,
Ooh, yeah, who has never heard of him before.
who's
This
or
is
hobbits.
officially Jess's favorite person in the whole campaign.
And as Jess goes to bed, Feanor begins to regale him all about stories of the legendary Bilbo Baggins.
Hate it.
Love it so much. Love it.
I like to think that he's falling asleep just as they're getting to, like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't read The Hobbit. I have read The Hobbit once.
It's a good one. It's very good. It reads very differently than The Lord of the Rings.
It
But
does. It does. The only part I can solidly remember is Riddles in the Dark.
that is a
Yeah.
quality chapter. And
Yeah.
that's one of
Best
actually
chapter.
that's one of the few chapters that I feel like they got perfectly right in the films.
In the movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
And
to know. Good to know.
even with the like glimpse that you get of it in the Fellowship of the Ring, Lord of the Rings, where it's just kind of like during like the whole beginning kind of a recap part. There's like that part where Bilbo finds the ring in like the caves. That's like exactly how I was picturing it when I did read it, and so it worked out. It was great. Both times it was filmed great.
Yeah.
And then our final player is Feanor. Unfortunately, he's feeling a little under the weather, but because Nick won't be here, I'll be rolling for him, and decisions that are made. He told us kind of like what he wanted to do, so we'll get into that. And if there's any rolls and stuff, I have his D&D Beyond pulled up here, so I can go ahead and make rolls to not do that for you guys. But if you guys have decisions and things that you want him to do during tonight's session, just let me know, and then we'll just make sure to do that.
With my absolutely flawless Feanor impersonation, I will do so.
I love it. It's so good. But he is Feanor. He is a wood elf from Mirkwood. He is a slayer, and so he is very proficient at fighting and taking hits and whacking things with his plethora of weapons, particularly the great spear that he wields. He is now proficient with elf magic to a degree, wood elf magic, and he is a cool guy who's on a journey to go around, particularly Wilderland, but Middle Earth, uniting the free peoples, trying to build kind of a standing army or standing force to unite them against the Shadow. He's got a precarious past. He's been on many adventures with the current company, and at the moment, he is just trying to get a little bit of shut-eye as the party has made their way a little bit further into the night to try to catch who they are pursuing. Before going too much into that, I am Kyle. As I had mentioned, I am the lore master. I am here both playing with and against these players, helping them to narrate the stories that they create here in Middle-earth and see how they fight back against the Shadow, and hopefully can help either facilitate that or prevent them from doing so, I guess. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into a little recap. Does anyone want to jump in? Is there any last-minute things that you guys want questions about or anything before we do jump in?
It's not really related to the game at all, but I am actually so happy that you're wearing a pink shirt
It looks
tonight.
good on you.
Why?
Actually, that's a great color.
Because on Wednesdays we wear pink. If you know, you know. He knows. He understands the reference.
That's one of my favorite movies. Okay.
Oh, epic. That's
No, my sister bought me this shirt for Christmas, and I actually do like it a lot.
okay. That's great.
Pink's a good
I have to
color.
wear my pink shirt next Wednesday.
My wife says that pink is good for my skin tone. I have like 2 pink shirts, and they're both summertime shirts. And so when summertime hits, you might see me in pink.
It's funny. I have this pink shirt. I have my Fantasy Forged shirt, and then everything else I own is black. So
Really?
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
I also have an obnoxious amount of black shirts.
But yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you very
All right,
much.
you're welcome.
Little bit of recap about what these adventures are currently going through on this adventure. They are a group of adventurers that have one way or another gotten together. They had just finished a fellowship phase, an extended one called a Yule phase, where they went off and did various things, but they decided to make for Mountain Hall. Mountain Hall, particularly to help Lord Mogdred, one of the new settlements of the woodmen of Wilderland. They aren't getting supplies, and so as they were making their way south, Feanor, Theodoric, and Jess, as they were making their way south, they had experienced, had at least encountered a boat that was washed up along the Anduin, and inside the boat were 2 Beornings. These Beornings, one of them was known to Jess, and the other one they had no idea who it was, but they've discovered that these Beornings were shot by arrows and killed most likely by orcs, as there is a giant spear that was sticking through 2 orcs, and the arrows that were in them were orcish, and so they decided, wow, let's maybe take this boat with this bounce and stuff that we have, and let's go take them back to Beorn. And so as they were searching the boat and everything, they noticed a couple of things. One of the Beornings, I need to pull up, what was his name?
It was Malkovich and Odo.
Yeah.
Were the 2 Beornings.
Maravich. So
Maravich?
Yes.
Never mind then.
So that's good. It was close enough that I remembered. But Maravich, his sword was missing, and they discovered later that this was a special sword, an heirloom of his family. And it looked like somebody had escaped. Some bounds were cut that were inside this boat. As they took this boat and these Beorning bodies back to Beorn in his little homestead, Beorn tasked them with the mission of going and finding whoever had escaped and had stolen Maravich's sword and the money that was also on them, and to bring them back to justice. And so the party, they were tracking this individual all the way south down the Anduin. They went back to the site of the boat, to where they discovered that the rain had been too heavy, and so they decided to go a little bit more inland, where they eventually picked up this trail. They made their way all the way south from Beorn's house to the Old Ford, at which point they split into 2 groups. Jess decided to follow the tracks down by herself along the big drop-off that is at this ford, while both Feanor and Theodoric decided to make their way around and meet up. And while she was kind of making her way through, Jess discovered that there was a body of an orc who had its head chopped off and had a piece of cloth in his hand. This indeed, as they discovered, was a cloth that belonged to the Cape of Maravich. It had a kind of a gold bee pattern on it, and it's basically embroidered on this navy blue basically cloak. And so they realize that there was an absolutely someone who escaped, and they are hot on the trail as this orc looked fresh. Theodric and Feanor did encounter this and eventually caught up with Jess. And as they decided to make their way into the night, they were going to continue to follow this trail. And they followed some noises one direction, but they eventually made their way to a homestead by a Beorning named Geralt. Not to be confused with Gerald, who was the guy that they fought back in way back at the beginning in Lake Town during the melee. Different person, older guy. But he was very kind, very welcoming as he invited the party in. And as they came into a nice warm fire, head over their roof over their heads, they began to discuss about an individual who had been there the previous night, a young man by the name of Oderic, who had paid Geralt and as pretty much as soon as he arrived, he left, making his way to Stonyford, which at this point sets course for the party to be able to continuously know at least where the final destination is of following this person, this boy Oderic. And he was a nice lad, apparently, but now with everybody settled in for the night in order to get a very well-deserved night of rest, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to the company. So, sleeping positions. I believe that, Jess, you are sleeping in the bed. Is that correct?
Correct. Unless I found bed bugs.
There were no bed
I will
bugs.
not.
Yeah,
Okay,
there were a
perfect.
couple
I sleep.
stains on the pillow, probably from a drool or like hair oil or that kind of stuff. But the bedding looks relatively clean, as if it had been changed. Remember, Geralt hasn't been able to sleep in his bed for quite some time, as he is too old to be able to get in and out of bed by himself. And so, unfortunately, he sleeps in his chair by the fire. And as you are getting ready for bed and all of that good stuff, he makes his way over to a small cupboard, and he pulls out what looks to be a kind of like a knapsack a little bit, and he puts it on the floor behind the couch, and he leaves it to Feanor and Theodric to decide who's going to sleep on the couch and who's going to be sleeping on the floor for the evening.
Theodric is going to allow Feanor to have the couch,
Okay.
and Theodric is going to just kind of prop his great shield up against a wall,
Mhm.
tuck the knapsack behind his neck, and just kind of sleep, like sat up against, using his great shield essentially as a backrest, with the
Interesting.
knapsack tucked in behind his head and neck,
All right, all right.
kind of like one of those travel
I get
pillows.
that. Yeah, that it kind of comes around and you can like rotate, and if you want to,
Yeah.
it's perfect. I like it. And as you begin to drift off to sleep, is there anything that you want to accomplish, speak to Geralt about, or anything you want to do before you do go to bed for the night? It is around at this point 2 a.m. in the morning, and you've been here for probably about 45 minutes. So everything that you guys had spoke with and had the soup, that everything that you've had, that's all transpired right before you're about to hit the hay to go to sleep.
Um, I'm not sure what we actually discussed last session,
Oh,
so
yes.
I don't really have all that much to add right now. I don't want to be like saying stuff that's already been said.
Jess, do you remember any of the conversation from last week? And I can fill in the gaps based off of what you
Ooh.
remember.
Okay. Basically, we told Gerald, basically that we weren't sure. Yeah, we basically told him everything that we had found out from the boat. That Merovich, I got his name right. Merovich and Odo were transporting someone to Bayonne for some reason, and they were attacked by orcs, and the prisoner escaped and also stole a bunch of Merovich's stuff. Because remember, there was the sword, the
Yeah.
money, and then cloak as well. Um, so based on that, like we were just sort of like, yeah, we don't know if he's like malicious or anything, or why they would bring him to Beyond, but Bjorn has tasked us with bringing him back, so that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Gerald felt super bad about taking money. So he gave money to Fëanor, who Fëanor put in like a separate pouch to like give to Baelorn for like the families or something, I think was the idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oderic had paid
Yeah,
Geralt for the
Gerald.
stay and the food and everything
Yeah,
from the presumably stolen silver that was in the stolen pouch. That was
presumably.
presumably, and so he felt
Yeah.
guilty with the information he was putting two and two together, and he gave it. And he basically gave it back to be able to be delivered to whoever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Gerald said that Oderic seemed like a nice person, didn't seem like the type of person who would
Murder.
maliciously murder people. But the facts are the facts, and yeah, he stole the sword. It doesn't look great
Okay.
for him.
Yeah.
He said that Oderic was like very keen to get home to Stonyford, so we decided to rest here and then head there in the morning to see if we can find the
Okay.
guy.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a half day travel from this homestead to Stonyford,
Yeah.
and so if you guys wake up in the morning, you would be able to make it by midday, around 1 p.m. In the day
Ooh,
to catch up.
I do have a question actually. What was the name of my pony?
The name of your pony was Burgundy.
Okay, I thought it was a color.
Yes, Burgundy.
Burgundy. Perfect. Lovely.
It has kind of like this like brownish burgundy coat, and so
Yeah.
very very good name for that. But let me see if there was anything else that you guys had talked about. I think that pretty much covers it. One of the things that helped you guys discover about the identity that this Oderic guy is most likely your man is because of the cloak. And so
Yeah.
you basically showed him the cloth, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that was the same design that was on the cloak that Oderic was wearing." And he actually was under the assumption that Oderic was one of Beorn's men that was making his way south because he was wearing one of Beorn's warriors' cloaks, essentially. And so he didn't think one thing or another of him. The other than a couple of things that he was nice enough, didn't really seem like a murderer or anything, but he was a little bit odd, a little bit socially awkward, and partially the fact that he seemed in such a rush to get home to Stonyford.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Okay.
Good recap.
Sweet.
That was actually really solid. So good recap. So as you begin to fall asleep, if there's any last minute things that you want to ask Errol or anything like that, just let me know. And then if not, we can go ahead and progress.
No, I think we should let the old man sleep. He needs his
Yeah.
nap.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
He, as you all get ready for bed, Jess, you climb into this bed that is enormous compared to even just like anything that you've seen at just kind of the regular taverns. This is very much made for someone who's like 6'8", someone that is just a gigantic human being. And you snuggle up and kind of make like a little. It's hard to not make a
Nest.
little nest out of like
Yeah.
the bedding and everything that's around. It's pretty comfortable. You can tell that there's kind of like a body shape there, but it doesn't disturb you because you're able to fit within inside the frame of the body shape. But as Theodric, you lean your shield up before going to bed. You kind of watch the fire as it continues to crackle. You see, kind of with a little bit of grimacing and some pain, Geralt, he gets kind of the fire poker and moves some of the logs around, puts it by the fireplace right next to his chair as he begins to go around and light candles. So currently there were no candles or anything that were lit in the house, but there were a few kind of areas where they were. So he goes and lights them all, and then you hear him like, ugh, as he sinks down into his chair, and it is literally moments later that you begin to hear deep, heavy snoring. And you begin to, both of you, all three of you, drift off to sleep. I know that Fëanor, one of the things that he wanted to do was do a little bit of whittling, and so he doesn't go to sleep quite yet. He's going to start finding some, he goes outside, he finds a bunch of firewood, and he begins to whittle or not firewood, but just like sticks and stuff that are outside. It's a farmstead. As he travels around, he notices that this farmstead is more than just open land. There are actually very much designated areas for crops. One of them is kind of like some wheat and stuff that's growing. Another one's like cabbages, some carrots, tomatoes, that kind of stuff. And very much he grows his own food, and that's what you guys had been eating in the soup. But he makes his way over to the stables. He takes all of the animals and he puts them into the stables for the night. There are 4 kind of stalls for him, and he notices that he actually has a workhorse that is there. This one definitely isn't a riding horse, but more of a workhorse to be able to pull the plow and everything like that. But he puts Burgundy, Nim, and Baradarok all stabled up and ready for the evening. Doesn't lock their pens or anything, but just puts them in there, and they begin to get all settled. He grabs a few sticks, comes back in, and he starts basically whittling away. After some time, he begins to realize that he does need his 4 hours of sleep, and so around about a couple hours after that, he begins to fall asleep. I'm going to have all 3 of you make Constitution saving throws that are going to be at advantage, though.
Okay.
Got a. Oh, sorry, I was muted. I got a 24.
Nice.
That was a nat 20 plus my 4 modifier.
And Feanor got a 19.
I got a 1 and a 3.
Mine is very small. She can't be all that. Her constitution can't be that great.
That's true.
It's not good, no.
You have a hard time getting comfortable. You don't gain any points of weariness, but as you kind of roll around in your bed, you can't help but think and remember home. One of the dreams that you actually have this night is particularly the high holidays in the summertime of the Shire. And as you do, you think of like all of the joyous people that are around. However, you just have this dream where you are just constantly confronted by, no matter where you go, where you sit, Bilbo Baggins is sitting right across from you, and he is telling you all about his stories, about how his journey and everything, and you stand up and leave. The fireworks are going off. Gandalf's setting off his fireworks all over the place, and you go find a nice secluded place to go do that. And lo and behold, next to you, Bilbo's like, "Oh, there you are," and he's going to continue just telling this story to you, and it's one you've heard far too many times. And you could tell that he's practiced it. But as you sit under the sky, feeling vaguely annoyed, these bright lights begin to basically shower, and you find yourself kind of rolling over in your sleep, almost as if these bright lights themselves are actually present in the room. I'm going to have you make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Is this against Shadow?
It is against Shadow.
I get advantage. Yay. This is important.
This is important. Who is giving you Shadow? It is Bilbo Baggins.
Who else would it be? 11.
All right. You begin to feel just incredibly hot. And you eventually just have to open your eyes. And you immediately realize, okay, I am not in the Shire, which is kind of a weird thing. You actually feel grateful for not being there and out halfway across the world away from Bilbo. You're not in the Shire, and you begin to take everything in. You could tell it's probably the early hours of the morning as you do wake up and you look around. You see, based off of kind of like some of the time of the past, you check in on the people outside or in the main area, and based on kind of the way that the sun or the moon is, it's probably anywhere between 4 to probably closer to 5 a.m. in the morning. So the sun hasn't quite broken yet, but it's like just before the dawn.
Okay. All right. Well, I know I'm probably not going back to sleep, so I will get started on breakfast, I guess. I'll get busy in the kitchen, see what's there.
Perfect. There's a number of ingredients that are here. you could tell that they are very fresh, very well grown, and they are much larger than the Hobbit grown stuff. These are, honestly, the tomato almost looks like a grapefruit. They're giant, like tomatoes and like cabbages and that kind of stuff. And so you find what you need. There's some sacks of flour and everything, and you're able to get everything and measure it up. But you realize that there is no water that is currently here. I'm going to have you make a history check for me.
Okay. History. 12.
You remember vaguely, as you made your way through the darkness to the door, you passed by a well outside. And there is most likely they cook or drink well water here. And so it's right out the front door, past the porch, kind of a few paces away from the main area, so it's not too far away. But it is dark. If you want to take any source of light with you, or do you want to just go alone?
I'm pretty sure I have dark vision.
Okay. Perfect.
So I might just go... Yeah, night vision.
Easy. Then as soon as you walk out the door, you're able to spot it directly. You remember, and you make your way down to the well. And this well is actually pretty impressive. It has a pump and a hose that goes all the way down. And so all you have to do is just pump into a bucket. And as you begin to do that, I'm going to have you make a perception check for me.
Ew. Okay. 13.
You begin to bask in the sunlight, but the sunlight is coming from the wrong direction. You look back towards the house, and you see that there is smoke coming from behind the house.
Okay. I go, like, okay, all right. Smoke. Okay. Probably fire. Do I have my bucket of water?
You do have your bucket of water, and there is a small glow coming from behind. There is most likely fire back out behind the house.
Okay. I'm gonna like race towards the fire carrying my bucket, and I'm gonna be like yelling fire at the top of my lungs.
I'm gonna have you, Theodric, make a perception check for me.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna keep
And my
it the
top
same for
21!
man, and that's 18.
Was not blessed.
That's crazy. As you go running, yelling fire, fire, both Feanor and Theodric immediately wake up as they basically hear this voice scream at the top of her lungs, running past the window, kind of to the south of where you guys are at. And Jess, as you make your way around the back of the house, you see that there is what looks to be some more fields out back, but there is a small shed that is currently on fire, and it smells, it reeks. This is most likely an outhouse or a porta potty of some kind, but it is completely on fire. You look around, you don't see anything initially. I'm going to have you make an investigation check for me.
Okay, perfect. Where is it? There it is. With 10.
10. You look around, you don't see anything. However, you see that Burgundy has made her way out of the stables and has come over beside you and is almost sticking to you. You're unsure why, almost kind of like a big dog, like it's kind of like leaning to you, as if you're unsure if it's like protecting you or like if she's afraid. It's very precarious, but you take this bucket of water and you hoist it out to potentially douse. I'm assuming. Do you want to do that? Douse the fire?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have you make an athletics check for me.
Oh boy. Does the horse give me advantage?
Sure. Why not? The pony is there.
All right. I was expecting you to say no. I'm not gonna lie, but
do I get permanent advantage whenever I've got Baradarok with me? Like,
I rolled a natural 20. -2.
You you feel like you're gonna begin to trip as you put this bucket of water, but basically a Burgundy, she grabs you by the back of your collar and pulls you up as you're able to thrust all of this water, and you completely spread it out perfectly as you put this outhouse out. It is stinky as all get out, as the door itself had basically burned and completely fallen away. But the fire is out, and you look around. I'm going to have you make an animal handling check for me.
Okay.
While you're doing this, Theodric and Theodric, what are you doing?
Theodric is checking the area for enemies because that fire didn't start out of nowhere. Seeing that
Geralt's still fast asleep, even with all of the fire and everything going on. He is snoring in the embers. There's basically embers that are in the fireplace at this point, but it's still dark out. And you make your way outside in order to check for enemies. Unfortunately, you don't have night vision. However, do you want to have some kind of source of light as you go out into the field?
Yeah, I'll with that, I'm assuming maybe we had the a lantern going or something.
Yeah, you guys have lanterns, so you can use some lantern
Well,
oil.
I'll be using my lantern.
Perfect.
And some oil.
As you go out, this light begins to illuminate everything. I'm gonna have you make an investigation check for me. Jess, animal handling.
10.
10. You're still quite unsure on why Burgundy is basically leaning up against you. But from what you can tell, she seems protective.
Okay. I just, pat her reassuringly.
She doesn't seem on high she seems on high alert, but she doesn't seem skittish or anything as you put your hand up onto basically the neck. And you can see that she is walking kind of on the south side of you. So you are stuck between her and the house. And she's basically not letting you go on the other side of where she is.
Huh. Weird.
Theodric.
I didn't.
Oh, can't hear ya.
Sorry, I got an 11 on my investigation check.
Okay. Continue. Jess, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna be like, I didn't know they had herding horses. Let me.
You try to step
I'm
around
trying
two
to,
steps.
Yeah.
It's kind of backing up.
At least
forward.
see what's around there. What is she trying to protect me from?
Mm-hmm. Your best bet is most likely to squat down to see underneath her, as she's very adamant about not letting you go past.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just do that for a few minutes.
Okay. Theodric, you make your way out into the main area, and Feanor, he is back inside, shaking Geralt, trying to get him to be awake, and you hear a, "What's that? Who's it? The sun isn't even up yet. What are you doing?" You hear that coming from inside, but as you continue to walk, basically along this main stretch as it leads kind of to the back gate, you lift your lantern to be able to see, and you can see something to your left in the wheat fields. You see some of the wheat shaking.
Theodric is he's holding the lantern in one hand, and he's drawing his sword with the other.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just gone, "I can see you. You're not exactly subtle. Come out now."
Make an intimidation check for me. Jess, as you continuously look, I'm going to have you make a perception check for me.
I got a nat 20 on that intimidation, by the way.
Hell yeah!
We've drained Nick of all of his luck.
My God.
Yes!
We might
I got an 18 on perception as well.
Okay. Theodric, as you say this, you hear a shriek, a high-pitched shriek, and you hear just kind of like some basically grunts. Based off of your check, this is goblins that are in the field. Jess, with yours. As you look around, and basically Burgundy doesn't allow you to have any headway, you duck down to see underneath. And as you peer into the darkness, you can see what looks to be eyes reflecting off at the distance. You don't hear anything, but you see, and you don't see these eyes moving, but they are reflecting off into the distance. I'm going to have you make a shadow lore check for me, Theodric.
Okay, perfect.
Wait, were you wanting me to do a shadow lore check, or was that?
Nope. Theodric, you know exactly what this is. This is goblins in the
Okay.
fields.
I am going to call out back towards the house, hopefully so Feanor and Jessamine hear me, that we have goblins. And yeah, he's not going to like rush after them because they're in the field and everything, but he's going to slowly start backing up towards the house.
Jess, as you hear that this is goblins, one of the things doesn't add up. From your experience, goblins, they're pretty proficient at seeing in the dark. However, goblins don't have reflective eyes. The only things that you know of that have reflective eyes are deer, bears, and wolves.
Okay.
You haven't seen any deer for quite some time.
No. I got a 13 on my shadow lore, by the way.
Yes, so that's what came out of the 13.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
I saw it in the corner. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Perfect. In that case, I would like to go into stealth mode.
Okay.
And I would like to peer around the corner of Burgundy and try and like plant an arrow directly between these eyes.
Make a stealth check for me.
Okay, perfect.
So Theodric, you're backing up as you hear not just one goblin shriek and go away. In the field off to your left, you see two basically figures dart basically back westward. And then in the cabbage patch off to your right, you basically hear another goblin retreat kind of southwards in that direction. What was your stealth check?
17.
17. You, as you move, you see that the eyes do not see you. Basically, they seem to be planted firmly on Burgundy. As you release this arrow, I'm going to have you go ahead and roll an attack.
Nat 20.
This arrow goes right through and hits right between the eyes, and you hear a... This is very clearly wolves, as it basically darts. Immediately you see it move, but you pelt it. So that's maximum damage.
Yeah.
Which is for yours.
Oh, I would get sneak attack as well, so it's a bit. So 8 for the short bow, plus another 12 for sneak attack. So 20 total.
20 total, and this arrow just rings through the dark, and as it embeds itself into the head, I'm going to have you roll for initiative. Theodric, I'm going to have you do the same as well.
Okie dokie.
That was so close to a nat 20. It skidded, and now it's a 2.
I'm telling you guys, these rolls are freaking something.
They really make or break. Oh my god.
And I got a 15.
Okay, so that's going to be a 2 for Jess. At least that wasn't a nat 1. That would have not been fun.
That would suck.
And then Theodric, that is going to be a 15 total.
Yep.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and set up this board. And so as Theodric, you begin to back up towards the front deck. And so what we're kind of looking at here, you have kind of this front porch deck that leads into the house proper. Jess, you are essentially right here, kind of like under the tree a little bit. And you are basically standing behind Burgundy. Baradarok is here. Nim is here. And these doors are open. As combat commences, I'm now going to actually have you, Theodric, go ahead and roll initiative for Baradarok as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Burgundy is a pony, so Burgundy doesn't fight.
Baradarok got a 20.
Oh
That's
my,
right.
oh my gosh.
He's a
Did
speedy
Barodo
boy.
get a nat 20?
It's a 19 plus. He's 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and roll really quickly for a Nim here.
A homegrown 20. A
Homegrown.
20 grown in a lab.
All right, that is going to be 14 for Nim. Nim is essentially going to wait to react this first turn because Feanor is inside. He will not be, basically, it's as if he rolled a natural 1. He will be, actually, at the moment, all he knows is fire. So basically, until he is alerted that there are orcs or anything like
Theodric
that.
did yell goblins.
Oh yeah, he was alerted. He would have heard that.
Mm.
He's awake. Okay, next turn, he will be out and ready.
Okay.
Ready to go. Okay, so this is how everything is set up. The wolf that you basically smacked between the eyes is now up on kind of top of this hill that is over here to the right. The last you knew, Theodric, so we're going to go ahead and pop this here based off of where you are in the light. The last you saw or heard of any goblins are going to be... right here. Right here. And right here. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and shake it up here. It is Baradarok's turn in combat.
Okay. Upon realizing that we're gonna be ambushed, Theodric is going to let out a distinct and high-pitched whistle, which I'm not going to do in real life because that'd be rough for people to hear. And basically, it's a whistle telling Baradarok that there's danger and he needs to get out there and get ready.
Perfect.
So Baradarok is going to leave the stable until 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And stand next to me.
Rushes
And,
over.
yep, he's going to rush over, and I'm going to just use his... get him to prepare an action.
Okay.
So if a goblin comes within range, he's going to kick it.
Perfect. Sounds good. And with that, you do so. And so he is ready, and basically he's looking around, keeping one eye on you always, Theodric, to see what you are doing and which directions you are looking. You're looking one direction, he's looking the other by keeping his other eye on you. And so he's very much prepared if there is anything. Which brings us to... I'm going to have you, both of you, make perception checks for me.
Okay, the luck couldn't last forever. I got a 7.
It's because you jinked us. I got a 6.
Okay. Off in the distance, you begin to hear the sound of wolves barking. Doesn't sound like a ton of them, but you're unable to pick out how many specifically. And immediately you begin to hear calls in Orcish speech between each other. I'm assuming you don't know Orcish, either of you, and so it kind of just sounds like, and then you hear another one go, and you hear and then you just hear them kind of chatting amongst themselves. But there is something out there that has a deeper voice than just typical goblins. But neither of you at this moment, based off of but where you're positioned in your vision, you're unable to see what this is. But with that being the case, Theodric, you do begin to see some light flickering as fire begins to basically engulf one section of the herbs and stuff in one of the fields up to your right.
Feanor is not going to like this.
No. He missed out on all the fire.
They used his favorite weapon against him. Not good.
Seeing the fire and seeing the straits we're in, Theodric is going to put his lamp down.
Okay.
Specifically, like, not where he's standing, but, like, right next to it.
Okay.
So, I'll just about there. Just on the front doorstep.
Perfect.
So that, he can still see.
I'm going to do this.
And
this is not meaning fire, but I'm going to do this here just so we can kind of keep that separate.
Lamp. Yeah.
Lamp right there.
And with that, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So there is a small hedge that is here.
Oh, okay.
And so basically what I'm going to have you do is if you're going in full sprint, in order, not full sprint, but like full walk, there is hedge. It's like a wall. I'm going to have you make an acrobatics check for me as you hurdle it to go into the cabbage patch.
Okay. Acrobatics, you said, not athletics.
Or you can do a bonus action and skip that check and automatically pass it if you want.
As my bonus action?
As your bonus action.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll use my bonus action for that.
Perfect. Make a perception check. As you go into... Actually, no, these are cabbages. They're small. You can see this goblin. He sees you running, and he turns around and he sees Theodric with his sword drawn, charging at him. He looks to you and goes, Trouble! Trouble! As he kind of begins to back up as you kind of rush in at him. Yes, go ahead.
And with that, I'm going to... Seeing as I don't have my shield with me, I left it in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take a swing at him. Two-handed. Yep. That is a 24. Does that hit?
That'll absolutely hit.
That's a nat 20 plus 4. So does that mean
damage.
critical? Max damage?
Max damage.
Yeah, max damage!
I think that's...
Man,
19. 19.
Is that max damage? 19?
I think that's what it gave me.
I think it's a... So the way that D&D rolls it is it rolls for you and then it doubles the result.
Oh, okay.
And so basically just look at... You don't have to roll for damage.
They always double the amount of dice. Everyone does it like slightly differently.
I don't know how D&D Beyond does it then. Whatever
Okay,
the actual rules of D&D, it probably does it that way. So
okay,
double the amount of dice.
Otherwise it's just 12.
12. You basically hurdle as you look at him and you just boom, sweep at him and boom, his head plops off as he falls into the cabbage patch. You look around and as the last bits of light from this lantern are going over the cabbage patch, you don't currently see any other goblins here as of late, but your eyes are very much kept focused on this small light that has begun to flicker in the field up above.
And I'm also going to just wait. Is calling out to people like a bonus action, or is it just?
No, that's just talking. It's not action.
It's just talking. Theodric is also going to be like, "We've got more fire. They're setting the fields on fire."
Okay. Perfect. That's gonna bring us to Nim. And so Nim, he is instinctually going to move 5, 10, and kind of put himself right here between Baradorok and keeping an eye on Jess, and basically he's going to hold his action to do that. I'll let you guys be able to control them after this turn once Feanor kind of gets into the fray. This is kind of just like in the moment. Nim is just what's going on. Cool. And that brings us down to our wolves. And so this wolf basically goes skittering away. And as he makes his way up onto this hill, you hear him call, "Oh!" And you hear other calls. They seem to be somewhat surrounding the general area. So you have a call here, and you have a call coming from this direction. With that, it's out of sight, but just generally this direction from the top. With that, that is going to be, the wolf is going to go ahead and come down here in 5, 10, 15, 20-ish. And it can't get to you because of the tree. It'll make an attack against Burgundy.
No, not the pony.
That's going to be a 14, which will hit. And I have Burgundy's HP here. So Burgundy's actually a thick pony. Burgundy has 16 hit points. Very thick pony. That is going to be 8 points of piercing damage. As it jumps on Burgundy and just begins tearing at her, and she begins to whinny as she kind of moves and kind of dodges out of the way. Jess, I'm actually going to have you roll a initiative. I should have had you do that before. Next turn. Burgundy was standing still, protecting you, but now Burgundy is officially in the fray. Burgundy can't do anything except for move, so you can basically use her to as like kind of like a movement piece to block off certain areas, or run.
I'm gonna use her as a meat shield. That seems way too mean.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And as this happens, you can hear goblins being able to call in the distance, and you begin to hear as arrows begin to fire, pelting the houses. And so, unsure actually exactly where these goblins are. I'm going to make a number of attacks at whoever is here. First one is going to be shot at Theodric. Does a 13 hit? Can't hear you.
No, a 13 does not hit.
Okay.
I forgot. I also have to unequip my great shield quickly.
Cool. All right, second shot is going to be made at Baradorok. Natural 1 will not hit. And a third shot is going to be made at Nim. And that is going to be an 11, which I don't think is enough. No, Baradorok or Nim has a 12. And then the final shot is going to be made at Theodric again. 16 to hit.
That does hit.
All right. And with that, you are going to receive 4 points of piercing damage as this arrow from the dark pelts you right in the shoulder. And you can hear the goblins cackle. They are doing their movement out of sight. I have it tracked here, so wherever they are. Which brings us to the bottom of the combat round, which is at the top, meaning Feanor gets to go ahead and roll initiative. So he is going to be joining in at a 10.
Could Feanor maybe bring me my shield when he comes running out?
Ooh.
If you want to call out to him,
Yeah. Feanor, I need my shield.
Oh, yeah, yes, of course. As you can hear him rushing around. Don't worry about it. I got you. He tells the old man, "All right, sit. This is no way for you to be able to go out. We'll protect your farm," as he is preparing himself to get ready to go. Go ahead, Jess.
And the old man still be like just snoring in his chair.
What's going on? No, shh, sleep, Grandpa, sleep. It's okay. Can you go ahead and roll a d20 for me for Burgundy's initiative? And it's going to be with a +1.
Oh, for me?
Yes.
Okay. 1d20, come right up. Roll. I got a 6, +1 is 7.
All right.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 7 total. Let's go ahead and we'll start off with Baradorok.
Hey, didn't I get a turn?
Yeah, you do get a turn. Sorry. Yes, you do. 100%. I totally skipped.
I know I'm at the bottom of the
Look,
initiative.
your stealth is so
Damn.
good, even the DM forgot you were there.
Where
Okay?
did she go?
Take it as a
I
compliment.
disappear from the game.
You disappear from existence entirely.
It's so funny. Oh man. Once you get like high level rogues and you like roll like a 30 something on stealth, even you're not sure where you are.
It's like I'm floating.
Okay. Perfect. So this wolf is chowing down on Burgundy, isn't he?
He is. His
Okay,
attentions are very much geared towards that, though.
Alright, okay, let me just double check my sneak attack feature. Okay, so if you have advantage on the attack roll, you can use sneak attack. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it.
Burgundy is
that
that.
isn't. Yeah. Okay. That is that. So I do get sneak attack even if I'm not don't have advantage.
Perfect.
Cool. All right. I'm going to. It's in close quarters with me, so I'll have to quickly drop the bow, and I'm gonna stab him with my short sword. I think.
So you do have to move 5 feet in this way to do it. Do you want to move here, or would you rather move around the side of it? Move 5 feet directly into it too.
Hang on.
You're using a sword or are you using bow?
Yeah, I'm using the sword.
Okay, perfect.
Because the
So you do
bow
have to
is
move
just-
5 feet in here in order to attack it, since you're 10 feet
Oh, yeah.
out from it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll move close then. I think I can actually. I'm actually gonna use my small folk feature.
Okay.
Okay.
Step into its space.
Yep. That's a bonus action, and then that'll give me advantage as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you begin to enter the space, kind of like around like the wolf's feet, as it's kind of clawing up on Burgundy, and you're able to get right under it to thrust upwards, potentially, into the belly of the beast.
I thrust. Ooh, it's a good one. 23.
Holy smokes. You do so, and that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage and sneak attack.
6 plus 11, 17. It's a lot of damage.
You hear a squeal as the wolf falls down on its side. It has perished. Very
I just,
much
like-
perished.
If I can take control of the camera, like I thrust up with my sword and like come over it as it falls down the other side. Just dead.
It does, and it dies almost instantly. It's just a small squeal as it falls down. Burgundy seems to be cut pretty deep, but you stand victorious over this wolf. Very different from your last confrontation with wolves.
I'm gonna instruct Burgundy. Burgundy, grab the bucket. Go to the well.
Burgundy's a smart pony.
That's
Okay.
what I'm counting on.
Perfect.
Magic horse.
And Burgundy has made her way into the initiative at 7. Initiative 7. Okay, so everything has happened. The places are set. It is Baradarok's turn for time for the first or second round of combat. Top of the second round. So Baradarok.
Okay. Not much room to maneuver. I think. I'm gonna keep him where he is.
Okay.
And just have him ready in action. Have him stand by the door.
Perfect.
And guard that.
Perfect.
Ideally, I'd like to try and get him over by Jessamine and Burgundy, but
currently
we've already got.
Big
there's a stag in the way.
Yeah. You go the
And a
long way
tree.
around.
But no, we'll keep him there at the door.
Perfect. And you begin to hear more shouts coming from the dark. Ghouls Flamstraw! And you begin to hear small goblin voices. Burn it down! Burn it down! As another light is made in this field. And this one begins to grow. Fire is beginning to catch literally everything that's around it. And as the light becomes more manifest, you've realized that it's not as much of a, how do I explain it? It's not quite as dark as it used to be, and you can see what look to be larger creatures off in the distance. From what you can see, Theodoric, these look to be orcs. You can see
Lovely.
2 of them specifically, but you're unsure if there are more.
Whereabouts are they?
Yes, actually, yeah, I'll just go ahead and reveal whatever creatures. Goblins are going to be hidden, especially the ones that are in the wheat here. But from what you can see, there is an orc that is currently right here. And an orc that has made his way over in this direction.
Okay.
And with that, we'll just continue his turn. So this one did not perform the light on fire action. He is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, make his way around the side here. You can see as he is moving, he has a spear in hand, and he is also carrying a shield. It's not a great shield, but it's a kind of small, put-together shield. You can see that he is wearing armor, too, as he continues to move. And that is going to be that turn for him. And so, that brings us to Theodric.
Okay,
First and foremost,
Theodric.
Theodric, I'm going to have you make a perception check for me.
Okie dokie. 20.
You know, jeez.
Not natural.
You
It's
notice
19
that
plus 1.
as you are looking around and you see the fires grow, you can see that there are buckets of water that have been used and filled up for partial watering, placed strategically around most of the garden spaces. So there's one here, there's one here, there's one here, there's one here, and then there's one in the back of the house here.
Okay. Cool. Well, Theodric is going to hop the thing again
Okay.
with his
Bonus action.
using his bonus action.
Perfect.
Pick up the bucket,
Okay.
that one that was there, and I've moved 5 feet, to
Yep.
hop the thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep. I'm heading over there to put out the fire.
Perfect.
And as he picks up the bucket, he's like, I'm gonna try and put out some of these fires. There's an orc coming towards the house.
Baradarok. He agrees. He sees it in his sights. He is ready to see what he can do. But as you jump into this area, you see a goblin in this area, and he sees you, and he actually turns to as if to run away as you make your way with this bucket into the area. So that's everything thus far. These are the last known places. Again, for them, you're unsure if these two are still here. But that brings us down to Nim. So what do you guys want Nim to do? So at this point, technically speaking, Feanor hasn't reached outside of the house, but he can give kind of a simple command. Where is Nim most needed?
I think we're going to need him and Baradorok to team up to beat the crap out of that orc.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. So he's going to go ahead and move. I think he's got 50 feet of movement, if I'm... So
if he's got anything like...
Yeah, he's got 50 feet of movement. I have his pulled up here. So he can move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... 30. He's going to move here. And then I think he has the ability that if he can use his antlers, if he charges... or charge. So if he charges 20 feet in a straight line towards a creature, he gains +4 damage on his attack. So that's exactly the amount of movement that he needs. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, boom. Clash against Mr. Orc. I'm gonna have you guys rule damage for me. So who wants to roll this damage? It is to hit. So his this charge is a +5 to hit.
Okay.
Hot dang. Whoever wants to do that.
Alright, I'll roll to hit if you want to roll damage.
Perfect.
Okay.
And the damage dice for this is going to be a 2d6 +3.
Yes, +5. 18 + 5, 23.
That'll hit. As Baradorok charges in full-fledged, he begins to bear down. The orc needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Now, was it +2 to damage?
+4 to damage.
That's 11 damage from the charge and the antlers.
The orc stays up on his feet with a 16, but he does receive the full damage. And that was how much damage? 11? 12?
11.
11.
Oh my gosh.
It was 7 plus the 4.
Oh my god. Yeah, as this boom, these antlers just begin to just crush into between the plates of this orc, and you hear a as he begins to kind of pump himself up for whatever's going to come next. That's what Nim is going to do, which brings us to wolves. You begin to hear calls that are about. One is, I'm going to have the two of you make perception checks for me.
Perception.
Ugh, 9.
And I got a 12.
There is the closest one to you is coming from this general direction, Jess. So kind of like from this general direction. You actually see a wolf coming full in, and he's going to go ahead and jump to attack you, Theodric, from behind. It's not a surprise. You were able to see him coming as he comes charging in. But he is going to go ahead and probably not hit with a 12.
No, that misses.
Perfect. You sidestep with your bucket of water and your sword in hand as it just whoosh, kind of overshoots you and kind of skids a little bit. But it is there, and it is ready for some football. Cool. Which brings us to Feanor. I will get your shield. And so he goes, he jumps over the couch, grabs your shield. So that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As he makes his way over to the doorway, as he sees fire in the fields, he thinks to himself, geez, what have I gotten myself into? And he is prepped and ready for battle, but he can see everything at least 180 degrees this way now, so he can start making commands more readily. Cool. That's Feanor. Burgundy. What is Burgundy doing at this moment?
Well, the last instruction I gave Burgundy was to grab the bucket and head to the well.
Make an animal handling check for me.
Yeah. It's whether or not she does that or if she just stays where she is to protect me. Animal handling 16.
It's a strange thing. You've seen the way that Shadrach works, and he
Yeah.
almost doesn't even need commands. And as the words begin to leave your lips, Burgundy, 15, 20, picks up this bucket of water, 25, 30, starts getting ready. I guess it would just be right here, because you threw the water from here.
Yeah.
Somewhere from here. Anyways, we'll say that Burgundy can move this far.
Okay.
As she starts moving kind of slowly towards the fire. Awesome. And with that, we're going to go ahead and jump down to the goblins. And so whatever goblins are here, you can see that this one has kind of turned tail to run. So it moves 5, 10, 15, and it is going to use its bow and take a shot at you, Theodric. With a natural 2, that's not going to hit. There are a couple other shots that are going to be made. There's going to be 2 shots at Nim, and there is actually going to be a shot at Barada Rock. So first shot at Nim is going to be, it's going to hit for a 21, not natural 20, but it's going to hit for 21, and that is going to deal 4 points of damage. I'm going to go ahead and... So Broadrock is down to 14 points of damage.
What? Wait, hang on.
Not Broadrock, sorry, Nim.
Okay.
Yeah, Nim
I
has
was like,
18.
He hasn't been hit yet, as far as I know.
Second shot going into Nim is going to hit for a 14. And that is going to be 8 points of damage, piercing damage. And so he is down to a cozy 6 hit points remaining.
Oof.
And then the last shot that's going at Rodrock. There is going to be an in the way that is made, and Nim is the one that is in the way. So I'm going to roll here. A D10.
I would argue that the orc is just as much in the way as Nim is.
Well, it would be firing not through the tree, and so it's coming from this direction.
Alright, I had to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vanal. This is what you get for missing the session.
That is going to be going into the cover, and so one more shot made at Nim. And that is going to be a 9, which does not hit.
Oh, thank God.
All right, which brings us down to, so that's all of the goblins' movement. Light is beginning to be shed, but again, these goblins are hiding. Jess, your turn.
Okay, perfect. I can move through Burgundy's space, right?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Just check. Okay. We're going to do 25 feet, so I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get to around about there. Should work. Cool. And then it's hard to measure things on this map. Okay. What would it take to drop my sword and pick up my bow again?
I would just say a bonus action.
Okay, bonus action. Do that. Easy. Cool. And then my bow's range has 80 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Okay, so I want to hit the thing that's attacking Theodric there, that wolf.
Perfect. Go ahead and make a shot. So there is a tree in the way,
Yeah.
so I'm going to have you roll a d20.
Okay.
It would, on a 1 through 9 or 1 through 10, it is it hits the tree, and then on
Okay.
11 up, it'll hit the go through 2.
Oof. It was a 10.
All right, so it hits the tree, it gets lost in the branches. Your shot.
Okay. Unfortunate, but that's the way it goes.
They all can't be nat 20s right between the eyes.
Yeah. I
Alright.
gave it a shot though.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
That'll be my turn because I can't do anything else.
Bottom of the turn, meaning we are back to the top with Baradorok. What is Baradorok going to be doing?
Okay, Baradorok is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He's here with me. He is going to kick that wolf right in its face.
All right, let's see what he does.
So, I just roll a d20 for that, yeah?
Yeah.
Does a 19 hit?
Yep.
Okie dokie, the 19 hits, and that's
These animals.
2d6.
These combat animals. I love it so much.
4. Sorry. That's 7 damage to the wolf.
All right. It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not bad at all, no.
Yeah, Barador comes charging in and boom, hoofs basically, and knocks him kind of pseudo down. As he turns around his attention, you hear as he snarls at Baradorok, giving you a chance for an opening to make your way with this bucket to this fire.
And as it is I'm next in the rolls, aren't I?
No, you are not. The fire begins to spread.
Don't do that. Sorry so much. And I've only just got one bucket.
Well, so, okay, I will tell you the way that the water essentially putting out works is you can douse a number of flames. So basically, I'm going to have you make a athletics check. The athletics check is just to make sure, like, the amount that you cover. And then I'm going to have you, if you pass basically higher than a 8, so 9 and up, you roll just a straight d20. And then you divide that number by 2, round it down, and that's the number of spaces of flame that you can put out.
Okay, that was a lot of math, and I wasn't prepared for it.
No worries, no worries.
Okay. But yes, your flame was spreading.
Perfect, yeah.
This poor dude.
Yeah, his poor farm.
He's just trying to live. I feel like we need to blame this on Oderic somehow. He did this.
He's gonna have to.
I mean, he did lead the orcs here, so I mean that might have been us though. So
Nah, it was definitely Oderic.
So
are we the baddies?
That's a lot of fire.
There's a lot of fire. And then this is spreading.
I thought orcs and goblins hated fire.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
So don't they have to... No, that was depending on how close they are, wasn't it?
Yeah. So your wolf is probably gonna have to make him
Being
safe
afraid.
soon, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. And with that being the case, orcs and stuff are going to start moving. This one is going to make his wisdom saving throw as the fire is currently spreading. He got a nat 18, so he is going to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, make his way in this direction. And he is going to take his spear and chuck it into Nim. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
We can't kill off Nim while he isn't here.
Yeah, that's not on.
And And that's going to be 4 points of damage. Fortunately, got nat 1 on that. And so he is down to 2 remaining hit points. Orcs doing orc things. This orc, he's already engaged here. He's going to do his thing, and with his spear, he's going to make his attack. And he got a 6, which does not hit. And so he is very busy being gored with the antlers of Mr. Nim.
Yeah, Mr. Bleeding Out.
Mr. very much bleeding out. So that's that. And I'm going to have the two of you make perception checks for me.
We never perceive anything good. It's always bad perception. I got a 19.
13. Where's your positive attitude?
Bleeding out with Nim.
In the backfields, another fire has started.
Whiffy.
And with that, you see another orc who basically, with his brand, just duplicate here, his flaming brand, he drops his torch into the field. He is going to start moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet this way. As he begins slowly climbing this fence. All right, and that is going to be Theodric, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try and put out this fire as quickly as I can. So.
Good luck.
Athletics check.
Okay. Also, 5.
Go ahead.
I have a +4 to athletics, by the way.
Oh,
Did you get a nat 1?
I got a nat 1.
Oh, snap.
I hate fire mechanics with a
trip.
passion.
Oh, and the bucket spills on.
Yay.
You aren't able to get more than that, but it just.
How many points of shadow would I get if I just got on Broderick and left this farm to burn?
I guess it depends on what eventually ends up happening.
Yeah, you might get mauled to death by orcs.
I don't know if it would be.
Me and Broderick are at full health, essentially.
Well, you have other stuff to do. So that was your bonus action. So you do have movement and an action to do.
Damn it. I hate fire.
There is another bucket of
being on
water right here. Right by this wolf.
Okay.
So if you wanted to do that...
No, I'm going to go kill the wolf. I'm just going to stick to what I'm good at, killing things.
Okay. That's good.
I'm swinging at the wolf.
Perfect. Go ahead and make your attack.
Does a 19 hit?
Oh yeah, it does.
And that is 4 damage.
All right. And with that, that's your turn, I think. Unless you can do more movement if you want to.
Nope.
Okay. Just FYI, you can move while still being engaged, like around your target without having to disengage. If you want to position yourself with remaining movement, if you want to do that.
I want to get further away from the fire, so I'm just going to move there.
Perfect. Which brings us down to Nim. Nim's not looking good. Feanor can see it. What are the lot of you, your call on this?
I
Run
mean,
away.
Continue.
how hurt is the orc looking that's attacking him right now?
The orc is looking pretty hurt. Nim's
Okay.
looking worse.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like, if Nim tries to run away and gets an attack of opportunity, then that's not going to do good.
I will say,
So-
based off of the damage output that he has right now, without giving any specifics away, so this would be his hooves attack, which is 2d4 plus 3, since he's not currently charging or anything. The chances of finishing him off are probably close to like a 20%.
I like those odds.
Yeah, whatever. Like, there's
Whatever.
nothing we can do about it. Like,
Yeah, like he's gonna
if he
get hit
stays,
either
he's
way.
dead. If he stays, he's
Yeah.
dead. That's it.
Exactly.
Like, he
That's-
can't take
that's
any
it.
more arrows.
That's right. I will take full responsibility and I will roll for this.
Okay. It's a +5 to hit.
+5. Oof. 10.
A 10 will not do it. As,
I thought he was fleeing, like disengaging and running.
Oh.
Was
sorry.
that not what we agreed on? He was disengaging
Mm,
because he can't stay and fight.
I'll let you guys decide amongst
thought-
yourselves.
You guys. Okay, sorry. I did not communicate my thoughts clearly. I thought he would attack him and then run away.
No.
If you want to disengage, that's totally fine with me.
Because you can attack with your attack action, and then you can. Well, he doesn't. It disengages an action. So
Yeah.
Yeah, well, disengages, we get him out there without the attack of opportunity, and he can run and live.
Okay.
If we attack, yeah.
okay. If you guys want to do that, I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you want
disengage.
to put him down?
Which direction?
Um,
So he has 50 feet of movement.
That's a lot of movement.
It's a lot.
5,
of movement.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, it's not the best plan right now, but it gives him a lot of cover and time for us to plan. I think he should go back into his stable and hide. Okay? It's got 3 walls,
Yeah.
and there are no goblins, to our knowledge, from the only angle they can actually shoot at him from.
Sure.
So I basically want him back in here. Because as far as we know, there's just this little guy over here and no goblins like directly peeking in.
And as he runs, that is very
And
much
hey,
the
if
case.
Jessamine wants to close the door on the way past just to give him that extra cover.
Yeah, it'll be like half cover if you like close the gate.
Sure.
For it.
Sure.
Or you could go fill your bucket and do whatever you got to do.
Actually, bucket's probably more.
I'm gonna fill the bucket. Yeah.
So currently, right now, there is a unused bucket right here, one right here, one at the feet of this wolf, and one in the back here. We have
Okay.
an empty bucket in the mouth of Burgundy right now,
Yeah.
making its way over towards the pump here. So that's just kind of the lay of the land from what we got going. But because that was Nim's movement, the wolves are gonna do their thing, and so this wolf is going to go ahead and make his attack on. Well, he just got whacked by Theodric, so he's gonna make his attack against Theodric. That is going to be a 18 to hit
That hits.
for a total of 7 points of piercing damage.
That's not good.
And yeah, that's all that we know of for this current time, which brings us to Feanor. What do you guys want to do with Feanor? I'll roll for him. You direct him. He does have the shield. He does have the great shield for.
I need my shield, and we need to do something about this fire that's spreading.
He can dash to join you next to the wolf, and then, at least I hope he can get there with the dash action. I haven't actually counted it, but then he can give you your shield, and then, he'll be like beside you when you fight the wolf, and like he might even be able to give you your shield and pick up a bucket.
55 feet is here.
He could make it
60
with
feet is
dash
here.
just.
Yeah.
Okay. Would he be able to handle it? Because dash takes up your action and your movement, yeah?
Yeah, so you can
Yeah.
do bonus action. It's just basically
Bonus action to hand me my shield.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll have him do that, and then...
Do you want to go here or the full 60 in here?
I think stick behind me a little bit to look out for that goblin. For
He
when it
does
eventually
also
sticks
have
right
a great spear, which means he can make attacks against the.
back. That's good too. That is very
so
good.
Either way, he would have been okay to be able to do that,
Do I need to use
but
an
he can't do that
action?
yet.
Do
Yeah,
I need
that's
to use an action to have my shield?
No, but since you don't have anything in your hand currently, I'm assuming you dropped the bucket and you just have your sword. So basically,
Yeah.
he handed it over and you're just like, psh. All right.
Yay, I'm back up to 18 AC. I feel safer again.
Hooray.
Feels good. All right, so that's going to be Feanor's turn. Burgundy. What is Burgundy doing? Just making full trails?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Burgundy will stick to the plan and just deposit the bucket by the well.
It's so weird.
Trying to fill it up, I guess. I don't know.
So weird hearing, I hope it sticks to the plan, knowing full well the horse is capable of planning.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you make an animal handling check for me, Jess.
Okay. Because, like, the temptation is to go for the full bucket of water, but, like, I don't want to put her in harm's way.
Just remember, Spider.
I got a 0.
Wow. Okay, hold up.
And
Do you have an inspiration?
-1. No, I'm not going to waste inspiration for this. This is...
I will give you a new one.
Don't.
I will.
I'm not... If you give me an inspiration, I will save it. I'm not using it for this.
I wish I could give myself inspiration. I've been sitting on all these points for so long.
I can give you inspiration, but I'm not going to.
You're gonna let this poor man's farm burn down because you wanted to hoard your inspiration.
I might need it later.
I can give you a brand new one after you use this one. You will have lost nothing. And this man
seems like a waste of inspiration.
When he's destitute and homeless, we're gonna look at Jessamine and be like, "It was
I'll
her
tell you.
fault."
I'll tell you what the benefits of succeeding in this check are, whatever that value may be. So essentially, we have Burgundy would be able to go over and, on a success, drop the bucket, fill it completely, and still be able to move 5 feet toward whatever direction. If you fail it, Burgundy will just go over and place the bucket down and not know how to work the pump.
I mean, to be fair, a horse should know how to work a pump. I've changed my mind.
It's a magic horse.
I've changed my mind completely.
You've convinced me.
No, I'm with you now. That's
okay.
I've changed my mind completely.
Fine then.
Perfect.
Way to stick to your morals, Dom. Love it.
With that being the case, that's Burgundy's turn.
Lovely.
Which brings us to Goblin Fire. So this goblin is going to be doing goblin-y things. He's going to come up here, 5, 10. He is going to take a stabby with his attack action at Feanor.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 14, which that is not going to do it. He has what's it called? Nimble Escape. So he's going to use his bonus action to disengage. 15, 20. That's all he can move.
Oh, there's a gap. I was like,
there is a gap
right
here.
Where's his athletics check?
Yep. But he's also very nimble, so it probably...
I was like, he'd probably have to climb the whole thing because he's so short.
Yeah, too short. That's true. That's actually a good point. But yeah, there's a small gap here, gap here, gap here. So, yes, that's what that gobbo is going to do. There's going to be 3 more arrows that are going to be made. First one is going to be going into probably Burgundy. It's kind of the most open target right now from the direction that my things are. But it is only a 6, which Burgundy has an 8.
Low AC.
Very low AC.
I mean, she's not a warhorse like Barada is.
And
she
kind
can
of
do
like
whatever she
broad,
wants to be. She's
broad sign up a bar. Really. Can do almost anything except for know how to work a pump. Very close.
We all have limits.
We all have limits. Second attack is going to be made at probably Baradrock, and it's going to have quarter cover, so 1 through 5. If I roll that, it will be a a shot on. Ooh. Okay, so it goes through. So my attack is going to be made against Baradorok. And that's a nat 1, so that doesn't hit. And then my last arrow. What do I want to do with this? Second shot on Baradorok. All right, so we're going to do a... Though this wolf is too big, I can't see from the direction that these arrows are coming from. All right, so
I'm going to shoot the wolf. Use the wolf as half cover.
True. Well, so I'm rolling quarter cover for the wolf because the arrows are coming from this direction. I know I kind of
Oh, that's cool.
spoiled it. So,
No, it's fine.
that is going to be an 18 to hit,
That does hit.
and that's going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
Wait. Oh. Okay.
All right. Which brings us down to Jess.
Perfect. All right. I'm gonna hold my bow in one hand if I can, and then pick up the bucket of water you said was around here with the other one.
So 5
Perfect.
feet here. Pick that water up.
All right. So that was 5 feet, 10, 15, 20. 25. Yeah, so I'll have to like share some space with Burgundy. I hope she doesn't mind.
Perfect.
Perfect. And then I'm gonna put the full bucket of water down.
Okay.
Until Burgundy.
You can probably just fill the bucket yourself at this point.
Yeah. I could, but I'm gonna save that for next turn.
Okay.
And instead, I'm gonna try and get a shot off at that orc there by the tree.
Perfect.
That one. Try and get a shot off. I don't even get sneak attack on it. But
He's got no cover,
I'll
so
get
it's
there.
going to be just straight.
Yeah. We'll have a go anyway. Give it a go. Ooh, 22.
That'll hit. That'll definitely hit.
Yeah, only 4 damage though.
Okay. That's not bad.
Yep.
Yep. As you take your
And
shot
then-
directly at this orc, and it does hit.
Cool.
Perfect.
And I'll tell Burgundy to grab the full bucket of water.
Make an animal handling check.
Handling. Not great. It's a 3.
Okay. What do you want to tell Burgundy?
Oh, I was just gonna tell her to grab the full bucket of water and like take it to where it's needed.
Okay.
'Cause I don't want to put her in harm's way. That's the thing, but like I sort of need her to carry buckets around.
Perfect. I like it.
Sorry.
Actually, using Burgundy to just like rotate all
Ferry-
the buckets. I like it.
Yeah, ferry
That's
them
great.
around a little bit.
That's actually very smart. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's smart or dumb. I am concerned for the health and safety of this horse.
There's a couple places where there is some cover, so
Yeah,
it might be
like,
okay.
I'm gonna try and instruct her to keep the cover as much as she can.
Okay.
But,
With
yeah,
that
that's-
3, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Perfect. Which brings us to the top of the turn with a Baradorok. What is Baradorok doing?
He's gonna make an attack at the wolf again.
Okay.
So that will be a 10. Does a 10 hit?
10 will not hit.
Damn. Okay, and he's going to, I think, move back. And yeah, so he'll take the attack of opportunity from the wolf, I guess.
Okay. So he's going to go ahead and make
20,
his roll. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. Even with the barding?
Yes. The barding only gives me a +2 to AC.
Okay. So that is going to be a total of... Wolf attacks aren't fun. 8 piercing damage.
Okay. That's not good. That's very not good.
What
Okay.
are we at right now with Broderick's hit points?
He's got 7 hit points left.
Nim has 2, and Ms. Burgundy has 8.
Stop hurting our animals, damn it!
They're the biggest
Hell,
targets.
I'm a perfectly good beefcake with 18 AC and a buttload
Yeah,
of health. I'm just standing out in the open, throwing buckets at people, and these cowardly orcs won't do anything about it.
They're just shooting the
Yeah, that's a
lights
good
out.
point.
All right, great. Good job, Broderick. Is Broderick like holding actions or anything like that?
He's already
Oh
attacked.
yeah, that's the
so,
already
yeah.
attacked. That's right. Cool. Which brings us to
Me.
our orky boys.
Oh,
This fire is going to spread,
fire is not an orc, but I get what you mean.
but it's on their turn. They're the ones lighting the fires.
All we have to do is let the fire grow big enough that it scares off all the orcs and goblins, and then we put it out.
All right. Fire's growing there. Fire's very much growing here. Okay. And then fire's growing here. The nice thing is no new fire this turn. It's the little things, right?
You're a sadist. You've got a grin half a mile wide on your face as you're burning this poor man's farm to the ground and killing our horses.
I'm curious on how you're
Every
gonna deal with it.
DM's
That's
dream.
all I'm saying.
Furious. Yeah.
No, this is every DM's dream, okay? To burn this, to absolutely wreck and destroy the world that they've built, and to give their players emotional damage by killing their pets. You must
That's one way
have
to look at
both
it.
in order to become a DM.
This orc is going to make his way and attack Feanor with his spear. He's not, but he got nat 1, so it doesn't matter. This orc is not having a good time. He's going to start making his way in that direction, and this orc is going to start coming around the side here. He's already chucked his spear. He's not in range of anything to chuck his spear. All right, that's going to be that turn for them. Theodric, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to rage.
Ooh. I'm going to have you make a constitution saving, or my wisdom saving throw for me.
That is a 20.
You are focused as you feel this anger and rage boiling up inside of you. All you can think of is, gotta save. It's not these things need to die, but it's gotta save this farm, gotta save this farm. It's keeping you cool.
Okay.
You do not
and
lose
I'm
control.
Going to attack the wolf again.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
It absolutely does hit.
And that is a 8. 8 points of damage.
Yeah, you slash it as it like kind of basically takes it across the back / side portion of it. Turns around snarling at you. right. Which brings us down to Nim.
Hold up. I am going to move. Sorry. I'm just
No
gonna.
worries.
Actually, no, because then I'll be moving into the orcs.
Yes.
Moving in, does that get an opportunity of attack, or is it just
No.
moving out?
Yeah, just moving out. So if you moved here, it wouldn't. But if you moved out of this, then he would get it. Yeah, so you
Okay,
could like
so-
stick.
So if
to
I
it.
moved here or here, I'd get. Okay. Well, there I am. A little bit further away from the fire, I guess.
The fire's getting nice and close, which brings us to Nim. What are you guys? Are you just gonna have him sit tight?
If we were to have him flee the battlefield, would he be safe?
He wouldn't be attacked by fire, but you don't know how many orcs or goblins are out there. So it's kind of a crapshoot.
I hate having to make these decisions without Nick.
Right now, I will say one thing. Right now, he is in cover. Full cover on 3 sides, half cover on 1. Or this orc is the closest enemy technically to him right now, and isn't close enough to be able to do anything.
Okay.
This fire, if it does spread, it'll only spread this way, so it won't jump over here and catch the stables on fire quite yet. So
I know
he's
what we
safe
want
for
to
another
do.
turn.
Okay, I know what we want to do. Right, we want to get Nim to hold his action to headbutt anything that he can see, like, through the door.
Okay.
So if it
That's a good
crosses the
idea.
threshold in front, boom, horns
Yep.
to the face.
Horns to the face. Yep. I can agree with that.
I like this plan.
I like that
Yeah.
plan a lot too.
This is one of my better plans.
Perfect. All right. With that, we're going to go ahead and jump down to the Warg's turn. Because there's fire so close, he is going to be making a wisdom saving throw. He got a 12, which means he passes. But he is also going to take the opportunity to kind of wheel around here. But he is going to potentially
Does
take
he?
an attack of opportunity from Feanor,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
if
yeah,
you want to do
perfect.
so.
Yes.
Is he
please
in
do.
the? Is he in the one next to me, or I can't tell because his tile's so big compared to ours. So he hasn't
guess-
left my attack of opportunity as well.
No, because he's basically just pivoting around.
Yeah.
Okay.
The side of you.
Okay.
But he has
It's just-
left
yeah.
Feanor's. And what was his roll? 13? Unfortunately, that does not hit. So he misses the attack of opportunity as the wolf makes his way over here. He's going to make his attack, though, his main attack against you, Theodric. And that is going to be a 9 to not hit.
Nope.
All right. That is the wolf doing wolfy things, which brings us to Feanor. So what do you guys want Feanor to do?
Is there a bucket nearby?
Yes,
right
we
here.
still have one right here.
Yay! Let's get him to douse the flames.
Yeah, well, hopefully he gets a better chance at it than I do. He'll take the attack of opportunity and try to douse the flames.
Perfect. So the orc is going to go ahead and attempt, and he gets a 9, which does not hit.
Not yet.
So he is very free to grab this, and all right. So it's an athletics check. So he has a +4 to this, so that's pretty good.
That's
I mean,
pretty
you
good.
think that, but I have +4 to
21.
athletics as well.
He is good.
Whatever.
And
He's good at fire.
He's good with fire. He's like, I know how to start it and put it out. All right, so he's going to do a d20, and then he can get rid of fire for a number of spaces based off of half of the result.
Well, who's gonna roll the d20? Because I just rolled. One.
I assume that Kyle was gonna do it.
No, I saw a 15. Well,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good.
That's pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
7 things.
That's 7 tiles.
So which tiles do you want to extinguish?
The one. Oh,
So
sorry,
what's in the bottom? What?
I'll get my.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, damn. 5, 6, 7. So, like, just the ones closest to him, I guess. That empties the bucket, though, doesn't it?
It does empty the bucket.
It's fine. I got another one going on the way.
There's buckets being made. No worries.
Yeah.
Remember, there is a bucket here. This one is already taken, and then there's a bucket here. And then 2 of them are ready here. So,
Are 2 of them ready, or is it just one?
this one was picked up. Oh yeah, it's not ready yet. Oh no,
Yeah.
it was. Didn't you fill the bucket?
I used my action to attack the orc.
Your bonus action to fill.
Oh, is it a bonus action to fill?
It would be a bonus action to fill.
Yeah, okay. I'll have filled it then, because I wasn't sure if it was anything to pick up the bucket.
Yeah, I mean it was already under, because remember Burgundy went and placed it there, but didn't know how to work the.
Yeah, but I picked up the other full bucket.
Don't worry about it. 2 buckets are filled. 2 buckets
All right,
are filled.
2 buckets are filled. Done. Easy.
Perfect. With that being the case, that brings us down to Burgundy. Or no, Feanor still has stuff to do, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He has 5 feet of movement.
Can he attack still, or was the putting out a fire an action? Yeah.
Well, he used his bonus action for the attack of opportunity and used his action to chuck, essentially. So I'll allow you, if you have 2 buckets, you could use an action for 1 bonus action. I look at the bonus action as like a lesser action, and because it's a bonus action, at least in this case, I'll allow you to also use an action to do it. However you want to do that.
Okay. We'll just have him move back closer to us, I guess.
Okay. Still has his bucket.
It's empty,
but
though.
it's empty. Yep. What else? What else do we got here? Burgundy.
Fill it with the blood of our enemies.
I'm gonna have you roll a D8 for me, Jess.
Okay.
This is determined on the direction that Burgundy is going to be moving.
Lovely.
Basically, 1 is going to be north, and then all the way to 8 is going to be northwest, or northeast in this case. 5. So. Okay, well, Burgundy.
That's Baroda.
Yeah, Burgundy with her bucket is going to be going 20, 25, 30 in this direction.
Perfect.
Okay.
Not what I anticipated, but okay.
Next we have, so north is south, like this, our direction, so it's...
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Goblins are going to start doing their thing. Goblins are going to start popping out, so 1 goblin comes out here. 1 goblin comes out here. This goblin's already trying to run, and that's all the goblins. So, we got goblins going to be doing goblin-y things. I guess this goblin is going to move 5, 10, 15 feet here. It's going to take a shot at Burgundy with the bucket.
Outrageous.
That is a 3 to not. This goblin,
Burgundy lives to see another day.
Burgundy does live, is going to take a shot at Theodric because there's a big tree blocking for Feanor. So, it's a 17 hit.
No.
All right, it tinks right off of the shield. And then the 3rd goblin is over here. He's appeared onto the scene. He can't see anyone to hit with a bow, so he's not making shots this turn. Because everybody has, if not full, everyone has full cover, I think. That would be a target. Or within range, I don't think. Yeah. Okay, so that's goblins. Jess, it is your turn.
Oh yeah, perfect.
You've got
Is
one
there any
bucket.
cover near me that I could use to stealth in and then shoot that orc again?
So there would be half cover with this well, because it's probably sits up probably about 3 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
So you could
Perfect.
do that.
And duck behind that and then just pop up to shoot.
10 feet of movement, go down.
So,
Make a stealth check for me.
24.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're good. He does not see you.
That's what I figured, but just in case. So I get advantage with this one. Very important. Don't forget that. Very important. 17.
That'll hit.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. Piercing.
These orcs are thick, not 17 thick.
Yeah. So damage is 14 total.
Ooh. As this orc, you peek your head off and you basically load your bow back to take a shot. You, boom, pelt him right basically in the stomach. One of the places that his armor is not. He,
yeah.
Oh man, does not like that. Cool.
Perfect.
Sweet. How many points of damage is that again?
14.
14. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. 6 and 8.
Ooh. All right, yeah, that was a kill shot, except he didn't die. Close to a kill shot.
Oh.
Very, very strong attack.
Okay, all right. Well, if he's not dead. Cool. Could it be a free action to stow my bow just like on my back?
Sure.
Perfect. All right, I'll do that, and then I'll use my movement to move the 10 feet back to the bucket. Okay.
Perfect. So you got your bucket, and you still got.
You
I've
fully
lost.
cut out.
Yeah, I've lost your audio.
You bumped your mic.
Hello.
And then,
are we good?
Yeah,
Okay, you're back.
You're back.
You still got, I think, 5. So if
You're cutting in and out, Kyle.
gosh darn it. All right. This thing's finicky. It can be.
Yeah, it's.
Are we
it's
okay
fine.
now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna move myself 5 feet that way.
Perfect. Sweet, which brings us to the top of the turn with Baradorok. What is Baradorok doing?
Baradorok's not feeling so great. Shoot. I think he is going to. Can he lead Burgundy somewhere safe?
This is going to require a animal handling check if you want to do so with a DC of 10.
Okay, I want to try that.
Okay.
Where's my animal handling gone? Oh, it's an 8.
Okay. Was not successful, but
Okay.
Baradorok is wondering, kind of going back and forth, whinnying like, this is stranger danger. Let's do something. But
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
back into the stables.
Back into the stables. Actually, 45. Actually, no, I don't like that orc, so I'll just put him back in the stables. I was going to have him hanging out with Nim, but I don't like the orc that's sneaking around behind the tree.
Yeah. Is he gonna hold his action to hoof?
Yes, yes, he is.
Yes!
I don't like that orc because it still has its spear, if I recall.
It does still have its spear. So this one has its spear. I think. No, this one doesn't. This one has its spear, and this one has its spear still.
Yeah.
Cool. With that, that is now the orcs' turn. So the orcs are going to start making their move. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
Everything burns.
You're pretty stealthed.
Oh no, making an attack breaks stealth, so I'm not stealthed at all.
Perfect. He is going to chuck his spear at you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, he's chucking his spear. Right at you, Jess. That is going to be...
with your best shot.
Dun, dun, dun. That is going to be for a 20, non-natural.
Ow. Yeah.
Okay.
That hits.
For a total of 6 points of piercing damage. So he just whoosh, javelins his spear out at you. He's gonna go ahead with his bonus action, whoosh, draw his sword from his belt.
Yeah.
And that's what he's gonna do. This orc is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Make a combat against you, Jess.
I miss having a healer.
That is a 20, nat 20 to hit. So that's going to be maximum damage for his sword, 11 points of slashing damage.
Damn, that hurts. All right. That's
And
right.
This one is going to rotate, and make his attack against you, Theodric.
Okay. Why'd he rotate himself to get into range of Fane? Well, okay. Orcs do what they do.
That more so if Feanor tries to move, he has an attack of opportunity on him. With that, he is going to make his attack, and that is going to be a 12.
Nope. He whiffs.
He whiffs hard on that. Fire is spreading. Fortunately, fire will not spread this turn from here because of wet ground. Fire will spread here.
Is old guy just chilling in his house?
He's chilling.
He's still asleep.
Feodor's just like, shh, go to sleep. Go to sleep. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Quick question for the DM.
Yes.
Will the fire spread past the paddocks?
So
the
the
fields,
fire,
sorry.
as soon as it gets here, every time it will get to a wall. I am, for each of these, going to roll a d20. On a roll of a 10 or less, it does not pass, and it does not spread.
Okay.
Because it's just stone walls that it's trying to jump over. For that. Poor guy's crop, though. Okay, cool. That's that. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for these 3. Okay, first one passes. Second one does not pass. Actually, in that one, it snuffs out.
Yay!
And... 10 does not pass. So this one does...
I saw that wobble. I was
I
scared.
know, I was like, oh.
I was legit concerned.
Okay. All right, and so that is the orc's turn, which brings us down to Nim. Theodric. Theodric,
Okay.
you're doing your thing.
I am once again going to be trying to get rid of this pesky wolf.
I am once
This
again
thing is-
asking for your
it-
financial support.
It is a cockroach. We've all hit it a lot. That doesn't hit. Damn it.
No, it does not. Do you have inspiration?
Can I use my bonus action to intimidate it?
If you want to. Yeah, you can absolutely try.
I would absolutely like to do that.
I like it. You're raging, so why not, right?
Yeah. I'm just gonna scream in its face really, really loudly.
All right, go and make an intimidation check.
Fuel that anger, that's a 19.
You have stunned it in fear. It will not attack this turn.
Hey, I did something.
I kind of like that. I like creative things like that. It's like, I'm raging, I'm going to yell in its face. There you go.
Theodric is very not happy right now. He's been shot with arrows. He's fallen on his face. Your mic's gone again.
Fire's blazing.
Fallen on his face and dropped his
all
bucket.
around. No. Hello. Gosh.
Hi.
We,
Are we good?
We can
Yeah.
find
Okay,
it.
cool.
Yeah, that sounds better.
All right, cool. Yes, fire's blazing all around. Things are happening, which brings us to Feanor's turn. Oh no, sorry, that's Theodric. If you want to move, feel free to move.
If the wolf can't move, can it still make attacks of opportunity?
Nope.
Okay. In that case, that won't really help too much. Because
I should try and use the net to grapple the wolf.
Sorry. We're still in Theodric's turn.
Oh, sorry. Miss Scoozy.
that's no good. Nah. Okay, I'll just stay where I am. Like,
Okay.
I don't really see how any movement could really. I'm where I need to be.
Perfect. Which then jumps us down to Nim. Are you just keeping Nim readying?
Yeah.
All right. Wolf is stunned. He can't do anything. Feanor, his turn.
Is Feanor gonna attack the orc? I was asking you, Spider.
Oh, sorry.
This orc is hurt. So this remember, this one was the original one that got gored by the.
I'd say Feanor just tries to finish off that orc.
Yeah. Sounds like a pretty reasonable plan.
All right, great spear attack. We are gonna go ahead and make that for a 14, which does not hit. But does he have inspiration? No, he doesn't have inspiration.
Oh, use all that. Perfect.
I'm trying to think what else he can do. He should be
I'll-
raging. He is going to rage.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. He's gonna go ahead and rage, so he's gonna get more stuff going at some point. Burgundy. Okay, so you can continue ordering a Burgundy in whichever direction, otherwise we're gonna repeat the same thing as what we did last time with our full bucket of water.
Okay,
Basically, you get to choose the direction of which way she's going.
Yeah, okay, so what's this goblin's deal over here? Is he, like, running away from the flames? Is he,
He's
like,
basically
doing an
kiting with a bow.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I mean, he doesn't like flames either, so he's kind of staying far away, but he's in no danger right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and direct Burgundy, like, hang on, let me show you the route. Like, well outside the range of these guys to try and douse these flames here.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make
it's
an animal
risky,
handling
but
check.
I think it'll pay off.
Yeah, for sure. Make an animal handling check.
Okay, lovely. Oh, great. 4.
All right, so it's going to be a random direction again. Go ahead and roll a d8 for me.
Cool. I don't think it should be random. Can I say? I think. Burgundy.
I mean, it'll be like going towards something. So like if it's to this general direction, she's going to go to these flames.
It's another 5.
5, so it's going to be continuing to this direction.
Okay. All right. She's a horse that knows her own mind.
Yes. Going towards the fire. Buckets with fire. Actually, that's probably okay. But dousing flames. With that, let's go ahead and jump down to goblins. Goblins are going to be doing goblin-y things.
Does she get a dash action?
She does.
Could have been doing that this whole time.
Do you want to dash?
Yes. She will dash.
15, 20, 25, 30. So she probably here, just in case it spreads. She is here with the bucket. You can attempt to douse it with her. So she has for her strength. She's got +2 to her strength, and so her athletics is 20 +2. So she's pretty good. So she can attempt to douse some flames if you want to do so. She's a smart pony. Utility.
I got a 19, so +2 is 21.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. feel free to. So that would be next turn, because she'd use her action to dash. So
all right.
Next turn.
Remember.
Goblins, they're gonna do their thing. Goblin's gonna just ignore us. He's a running pony. 10, 15, 20 is going to use this wall as cover, and is going to make a shot at Theodric. So that's going to be a 6, which does not hit. This gobbo is going to climb up over this wall. A duck here is going to make a shot at Feanor. Get a clear
Does he
shot.
need to make a roll to climb over the wall?
He does. Dexterity. He got an 18.
That'll do.
He's feeling fine. He's gonna go over here, take a shot at Feanor. I don't think Feanor's taken any damage yet, but that's a 6, so that's not gonna hit. And then this guy is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And that's in horse range, and so Baradorok can attempt to make an attack. Do you want to go ahead and roll the d20 for this, since Dom is out?
Yeah.
And that is going to be with a +5 to hit.
19 plus 5.
That'll hit. And the damage is going to be with his hooves, 2d6 plus 3.
Okay. 13 damage.
And he just clobbers the goblin into the dirt. And just stomps down the goblin.
He brains a goblin.
He does. The goblin.
Thanks,
comes
Broderick.
Pretty hurt Baradorok. Does some justice. Sweet justice.
Good for him.
I like it. Cool. And then that will bring us to. That's all the goblins. Jess, your turn.
Okay, perfect. So am I holding the bucket in one hand?
You are holding the bucket in one hand, and you have
Perfect.
your sword, or not your sword, your bow on your back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think I dropped my sword like over here somewhere. Just because action economy things.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. I will draw my dagger, and I will use my bonus action to occupy this goon's space.
You do so,
So I
so you
can
get advantage
manage
on this attack.
And
Because of that, for those who don't know, he also has disadvantage on attacks, melee attacks against Jess.
yeah, well, I'll read out the ability later. But... Yar. Okay, 21.
21, that'll definitely hit.
Yeah.
As you just poke like crazy, which means you get some sneak attack because it's advantage.
Yeah.
So
10 damage.
10 total. Awesome.
Yeah.
As you just stab, you go, and you basically gore him right in the chest, and he is bleeding out in front of you. He seems to be on death's doorstep as he just gurgles and heaves.
Yeah, so I have advantage on my attack rolls against this opponent until my opponent chooses to take a step back to attack you, which will provoke an opportunity attack. So, very fun ability.
I love it. And then that brings us to the top of the round, to Baradorok. Is Baradorok doing the same thing, or is he coming out of his... We'll withhold his action to see what Dom wants to do with him when he comes back.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
And then we'll just jump to his
like,
turn.
Hold his turn, yeah.
Yep.
That sounds good.
Orcs are doing their things. So
Yeah.
this guy, 5, 10, 15. No, we did this. We went through all this effort to do this. So he's going to go this way. 5,
Yeah.
10, 15. Nim can make an attack, so it's a d20 plus 5.
Plus 5, yeah. That's what we have been saying.
And then it's, d20 plus 5.
Yeah. That's 19.
19 does hit. That is going to be 2d4 plus 3.
Okay, perfect.
His hooves aren't quite as strong as the Baradrock hooves.
Oh, that's okay. He does his best.
He does his best, absolutely.
Oh, minimum damage though. So 2 plus 3, so 5.
Okay. Perfect. As he stomps, he goes,
Yeah.
what the heck? And he is going to use his he's gonna make a wisdom saving throw. He was surprised. He was not feeling good. Let's see if he's gonna move away or stand and attack Broadrock. And he got a 3. He's a running. He's gonna use his action to disengage. So 5.
Oh, okay.
10,
I was gonna say.
15. So that's the rest of his movement. So
All right.
he's just gonna chill by the faucet here. Unable to do much of anything. Orcs here. This guy is going to make his attack. Let's go against Theodric. And that's going to be a 14 to hit.
Nope.
These orcs cannot do anything right now. Is that it? Just 2 orcs left? 3 orcs. This guy is going to take a step back, meaning
so
you
I get an
opportunity
opportunity attack. Yeah.
Big damage,
I can only
big
do
damage,
sneak
big
attack
damage.
once per turn, but
We believe in you.
fine. Yeah, I still get a 23 to hit
Yeah,
Hey.
that'll do it.
and 4 damage.
And that is enough. As you, how are you going to take him?
How
Take
will
him
you
down.
coup de grace?
Right. So I just stabbed him in the side, and then as he went to take a step back, I just slashed the back of his hamstrings, tripping him up. And then just came in for the gut kill, and then just tore his stomach open.
You're feeling especially brutal tonight.
Right? I was thinking that. This seems needlessly graphic, but
Fires are raging, all kinds of things. Oddly enough, Theodric's keeping his
I am
calm.
covered in blood.
Yeah, it's something.
Don't forget that we need to do Broderick's turn too, Kyle.
Yes. Okay. Now that you're back, Theodric,
He's holding action,
Okay.
waiting in the stable, being a good boy.
Okay.
He killed a goblin, by the way.
Oh, cool.
A goblin came
He
in, and with his
literally
withheld
curb
action,
stomped
he
the goblin.
stomped him.
How hurt is the orc that's near?
He
this
just
remaining
received his first damage from Nim.
Okay, so he's pretty good.
Decently healthy.
Okay.
His turn is over, though.
Yeah, no. Baradork's gonna stay there, ready in action, kick anyone who gets close.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
So that's the Theodric. Oh,
My turn.
fire's spreading. Haha.
Oh.
I know it's kind of rude, but we're doing it. So it's gonna start spreading a little slower because it's still a little bit damp. So it's only gonna be 4 this time. 4. Okay. This one is spreading like wild.
Like fire.
Like wild.
We really need to stop it before it can reach the stables.
Yeah, don't worry. I got a plan.
Okay.
Then this one, we got some guys that are looking to potentially cross. So we have
A swift?
this one's gonna
Never
go
mind.
here. This one is already past the barrier, so this one's gonna get
Dang.
1, 2. 4, and then I got for these 3, I got to roll my d10s or d20s. Okay, so for the third one down, it does not cross. Fourth one down. Does not cross. And fifth one down does cross. So,
Dang.
fire. Get out of the way, D20. That's not nice.
Not nice, not nice, not nice, not nice.
Crosses here. So next turn, it will start to potentially catch the house on fire. But we do have some potential saving to do by
Yeah.
Mrs.
I did roll a
Horsens.
21, so...
Yep.
if
So
you want
when we
to
get to
take
her
that.
turn, it'll be whoosh, and then basically it's just a straight D20, and then whatever that roll is. Which brings us... Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. That exploded my ears.
Hey.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
As it should.
Thank
As
you,
it
Nightmare.
should. All right, cool.
Shouldn't we, is it Feanor's turn now? Does
No,
he
that
go
was the
after
orc's
me?
turn, so it's Theodric's turn.
Oh,
Yes,
it is
thank
too.
you so much, Nightmare. I really appreciate you. Thank you. We really appreciate the follow.
Well, I'm going to continue to attack this wolf.
All
I
right.
want it gone. It's alive. I don't want it to be that. Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit the wolf.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Okay. You know, because you're raging, you have advantage on these.
No, I didn't know.
Is it advantage? Is that how rage works?
No,
I didn't think it was.
no, it's not. Not
Oh, just plus
usually.
two to-
not
plus-
unless
plus
you're
two
doing
to melee
reckless
damage.
attack.
Yep,
Yeah, it's to the damage, not to the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was like, I
Never
I swear
mind.
it's not, but
Cool.
otherwise I've whiffed a lot.
Yep. Needlessly. All right, cool. That's no movement or anything?
No.
Nim. What do you guys want Nim to do? Stay put?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. That's the best thing to do. Just ready in action to hoof anything that comes near it.
Perfect. And now it is the wolf. The wolf is going to make his attack at Theodric. And that's going to be 20 non-natural for 7 points of piercing damage. Yeah, piercing damage. And with that, so halved because of your rage. So that's all the wolf can do. Then Feanor. Feanor, what do you want to do with him? He's got an empty bucket. He's got a great spear in hand.
Get him to stab something.
Yeah. Can we have him attack with his great spear, and then as a bonus action, can he try and hit the orc with his empty bucket?
Yeah, I will allow that. I like that. So,
Okay. So his normal attack with his great spear. I don't know who's got Feanor's stat block up.
Yeah. Great spear attack is going to be 16, which does hit. And that is going to be for a total of
Big
nearly
damage.
max damage, 13 damage, which skewers him through. That is a dead orc.
Oh. Guess there's no need to hit him.
No need for the bucket,
Can-
but he is
can
free
he
to
ins-
move.
Can he instead yeet the bucket at the wolf?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll have him make a just roll a d20 plus his probably dexterity modifier, so I can do that, and then it'll be at disadvantage, I will say.
Okay.
Alright, so that is going to be a 13. Oh no, that's just a 10. That will not hit. That won't be enough. He does have all of his movement, though, that he can use.
Okay. Where's the closest bucket?
Closest bucket is right here in this field.
Okay. Oh, sorry. 5, 10, 15. Oh. 20, 25. Does he have to be in the same tile to pick up the bucket?
He does.
Well, that's his max. That's his max movement anyway. Okay, he gets over there and he picks up the bucket.
Perfect. He does so flawlessly. Okay, Burgundy. Roll that d20 for us to see how many
yes.
flames Burgundy puts out.
Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Big money, 18.
Oh, snap. So 9. Select 9.
Okay. 2, 3. Hang on. Let me turn on my cursor so I can show you. Did you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Perfect.
You can get rid of the front row essentially.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Really good.
That's really, really good, actually.
Why are there so many layered up on that one?
That's
Hang on, there's something funky going on that one.
Some of them
just
have multiples on it. No worries.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, because I've just dragged like 6 off that one tile, and I'm like,
I really appreciate the help. All right, cool. So now it's just to the field. So all good. Actually,
Hooray!
that's quality, and it can't spread next turn. So you basically stunted it for a turn, which is good. Burgundy, great job. Goblins. Goblins are going to decide to... Let's do this. He's going to hop this, and he has to make a dexterity check, which he gets a 12, so he hops it. 15, 20, 25. He's going to pick up the lantern and attempt to smash it.
That's my lantern!
Yep. He's going to attempt to smash it, so it's going to be an athletics check in order to do
These
so.
goblins are jerks.
He got a 3. So he takes it, and he slams it down on the ground, and it rolls. 5.
Oh, hang on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, he's in so much shit next round. He's just within my range. I am going to punt that goblin as far as I humanly can.
Kick the child.
Yeah.
Off into the cabbages. All right, well, that's what that goblin's doing.
I've got at least 4 feet of height on this guy. I'm booting him.
This goblin's
He's
going to come
just a
in
green football.
and make an attack against Feanor. Which for Feanor, oh my gosh, that is going to be an 18, which will definitely hit Feanor. And that will be, wow, I'm actually really surprised that hit. 5 points of damage, which half is going to be 3. So that's first blood on Feanor.
Are we halving damage rounded up or rounded down?
We round up.
Round up.
Oh. Okay.
So 3. He's still sitting pretty good at 37 hit points. So Feanor's good. Those are the 2. Oh, and then he's gonna disengage.
Because they're cowards. Cowardly.
25. Yeah, he's gonna make his way back over here. That's what goblins do. They attack and disengage. They don't like it. Jess, your turn.
Perfect. All right. I'm very much hurt. Okay. I got a bucket in one hand, and a dagger in the other.
You do.
And a lot of blood all over my face. All right. So I'm still 5 feet away from this guy, so I don't need to disengage.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then try and throw this thing on the fire if I can.
Which way are you moving? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? This?
Oh. On the other side of the wall. Hang on. Where was I? Here. I was here, so like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So like this area.
All right, I'm gonna have you make an acrobatics check as you go over the wall.
Well, I don't go over the wall. I go around it. Because I go like below Feanor.
So there's a wall right here.
There is a wall right there.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's a wall.
Okay, in that case, I will go like further down this way to like douse these flames.
Perfect. All right.
Lovely.
Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
All right. Wish me luck.
8 or up.
You're supposed to
Remember.
get luck. 7.
You have inspiration.
Oh, I do?
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't, unless someone gives it to me.
Oh,
I can't give it to myself.
now they want the inspiration.
The dousing the fire is important.
There we go. That's 1 inspiration.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. I will use it immediately. Or should I use it right away? Because I do have a -2 to athletics.
You do need an 8.
It's up to you. I've just given you the inspiration.
Oh, okay. All right. An 8. I like those odds. I'm going to use it right away.
Okay.
Nope. It's still a 7.
Rough. The bucket.
I'm so sorry, Theodoric.
It spills.
I've let you down.
That's okay.
You extinguish one fire. That's unfortunate.
It's okay. As soon as we finish
Oh, actually,
killing
it wasn't a
everything-
nat 1. So you still keep it.
Okay.
The bucket is still full. You can attempt to use another action to chuck it again, because it's.
I can use a bonus action because I haven't done that.
It is,
Okay,
it's a bonus
perfect.
action to do it, and so either bonus action, so you have 2 attempts essentially.
Never mind, I got a -1.
-1.
I got a
You
nat
drink
1
the-
with
the
-2.
bucket. The bucket ends up on your head. Somehow you are now on fire.
this is rough. These fire extinguishing rolls are freaking rough.
You made it athletics. I'm not good at athletics. Okay.
Ugh. It's a heavy bucket full of water. All right,
Very heavy
Baradorok's turn.
He's staying there.
Okay.
He's staying there. He's readying his action. He's
So-
staring at this orc. He does not want it to approach.
I like it. The orc is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
He's gonna hop the fence.
Nah, there's an opening right here.
Oh,
And he's gonna go ahead and engage Feanor in some combat. Yeah, just a normal attack, and that's gonna be for a 16, which does not hit, and he is not doing any damage. So that's the orc. What he's gonna do? It's just one orc roll left, right? Yes, yes, just the one. Fire is spreading. We have so many fires here.
I know.
3, 4, 5, 6.
So are there rules on like how fire spreads?
To be honest, I have no idea. I just made these rules up.
Okay, because I'm like, it's spreading a lot further than it did when we were using fire against spiders.
Yeah.
We only got 2
I also
tiles
didn't.
of fire
I also
spreading
didn't
into
have
Mirkwood.
these.
The cute little campfire emojis. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's starving to death. We've ruined him.
Well, no, you guys are doing what you can. It's not your fault. All right.
No, it's all your fault. Everything that's happening right now is strictly because of you.
No, not your fault. It's my fault.
Thank you.
Not your guys' fault.
No. You said that they couldn't do that for another turn.
You're freaking right. I just remembered that when you said no. No spread.
I'm not.
All right, cool.
I'm not letting you undo all of Burgundy's hard work.
Burgundy worked hard.
She's
right?
the only one successfully fighting these fires right now.
I present to you that
Fire
Tommy
works
so
Australian
hard.
being your rules lawyer since 2024.
I love it.
Burgundy's working so hard.
She
All right.
is. She's doing the best job.
It is Theodric's turn.
Wolf, die, please.
Oh, I thought Goblin was getting
No!
hunted. Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
All right. Okay. I'm giving you an inspiration.
I want
Wait,
it dead so
How do I
badly.
redeem inspiration? There it is.
I want this wolf gone.
All right, go
All right.
ahead.
You now have
Theodric.
inspiration.
Thank you.
And again,
And
this is
it's
a shout out to
lovely.
everybody watching. You can do 25,000 channel points if you got that number, and
Yeah,
an 11 is
please
not going to
help
do
us.
it. Yeah, if you want to just throw inspiration the players away, there you go. Yeah, an 11 unfortunately will not hit either. So you can move.
How does this wolf have so much goddamn AC? It
It's
is
not
a
that
dumb
high.
dog.
It's actually really not that high.
It is dodged 3 attacks in a row.
I know, but they were like 11s and lower. It's okay. It's okay. One day, D&D, like you got all of your good rolls out at the very beginning of the session.
That's the one. That's
Yeah,
the number.
that's the end of my turn, unless I can use my bonus action to kick the dog.
You can attempt to intimidate again if you want to.
Nah.
Okay. All right, cool. Which brings us down to Nim.
I think he's just staying as well.
All right.
We aren't risking the horses.
I mean, there's not that many. Yeah, no, you're right. You're
You
right.
say that, but he's on like what, 4 HP?
He's on 2 HP.
Yeah.
But like,
2
I'm on
No,
2 HP as
yeah.
well. You don't see me bitching about it.
Yeah, I feel like our DM will be more lenient with you dying a second time than the goat.
It's how,
giant
however
goat.
the dice rolls, right? Just don't get engulfed
Very
by
true.
fire. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right. So
got this.
so Nim's just staying. Nim's chilling.
Oh, damn it! I knew I forgot something.
What?
Can I move still?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right. Opportunity attack. Is gonna be for 16 to hit.
No.
It does not hit as you
And
run over towards the
I
goblin.
will use my bonus action to intimidate this goblin.
Okay. Let's see. As Theodric just okay, go ahead and make your intimidation roll.
Okay, Theodric, as he's running in his medium armor with the great shield, probably looks pretty intimidating, and that is a 19 at this tiny goblin.
He is going to screech. Ah! And he is frozen this turn. He is not going to attempt to set the deck on fire.
Nice.
19's pretty good. I think that's 2 intimidation 19s. So
Yeah.
that's
Considering I
pretty
don't have any
the
modifier
threshold's
for
kind of high,
intimidation.
especially
Yeah.
for the wolf. It's kind of high, but the goblin's
Yeah.
a little bit lower. But
I have a
So
plus
how come
0
you-
to intimidation.
How come you can roll so well for intimidation, just not for attacks?
I don't know.
he's not feeling
this
the
defies
bloodlust.
logic.
He's just feeling very angry.
Oh yeah.
That's,
yeah.
that's what it is. The wolf. Well, the wolf is going to be like, well, what the heck? He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 into Theodric and make an attack. 14 is not gonna hit.
Nope.
Which brings us down to Feanor. What do you guys want to do with Feanor? He's got a
He's got a bucket.
He's
He
got a
does.
bucket?
He's got a
Yes.
bucket.
Do we have him try and put it out?
I think, yeah, he's gonna have to, because
Yeah.
that's out of control.
Okay.
I reckon disengage and then try and put it out.
I mean, he's
Disengage.
thick. He can take the hits.
He could probably take the hit. And then we get 2 buckets.
Uh,
It's sacrificing a little bit of HP, maybe, for 2 buckets.
yeah, okay. Fair
I'd make that deal.
Alright.
So he's going to move down 5, and
Alright.
then buckets.
First, he gets a nat 20 to hit, which means it's maximum damage
Damn it.
against Feanor. It's okay. It's not that bad.
I took a
11
gamble, and
points,
I'm not
11
good at
points of
gambling.
slashing, and he's no longer raging.
We are all getting thrashed.
That's rough.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Well, he can bucket now. Do you guys want a bucket for him?
Yes, I will. We'll bucket
So,
for him.
okay. First athletics. I have his sheet pulled up, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
He's just got a +4, doesn't he?
24, nat 20.
Okay. Nice.
I'll allow it to be whatever the value is going to be the number of.
So did you say it's a 20,
so
isn't it?
Yeah, I got nat 20, but it's just a d20, and then whatever the value of the d20 is, that's the amount that you can extinguish. It is a very graceful throw, covering
Okay.
a wide area.
I got 5 for that one.
All right, it's okay.
So-
5 is not nothing. So which ones do you want to take off?
We're just going to go in a straight line down the... Oh, I'll do my mouse. Straight line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there'll be these two here next to Jess, still active. And how far could he throw the water?
I mean, it's a kind of, you can just kind of do whatever fire is
Okay.
here. So.
And with his bonus action, he'll try again with his to throw more
Why
water.
does he have a second bucket of water?
Oh, sorry, I forgot from last time and that was because Jess and mine didn't throw the first bucket or whatever.
Yeah. That would be awesome if he did. There's some empty buckets. He could yeet his bucket over here if someone wants to fill it.
Hey, I'm going back the next turn anyway.
Okay, he'll use his bonus action to throw the bucket at the well. Or towards the well.
And he does.
Easy.
And, I'm gonna have him make a athletics. He's good at athletics. And with a 20, he puts it perfectly right underneath the nozzle. Or halfway
it even
underneath.
lands upright.
Halfway underneath, so the second one can go in on the side. You can fill 2 athletics.
Ooh.
Could you imagine it slides in, knocks the full bucket just to the side, and lands perfectly under the nozzle?
It's basically Middle Earth curling.
Yeah.
Right, that's exactly what I was thinking, actually.
It's great. It's great. All right, cool. That's what Feanor's gonna do. Burgundy is cool. What's Burgundy doing?
Cool. Remind me again, is there a fire going with Yodrika's?
Yes.
It's his lantern, so there's
Oh,
not
no,
an
that's
actual
my
fire.
Oh,
The goblin wasn't able to smash the lantern, so it's just a lantern.
Okay. Perfect. All right. I think I want her to come down this way and circle back around.
Right, so sprinting.
Doing a dash.
Oh, there's a
action.
bucket right here, by the way.
Oh, in that case, she'll grab that and throw it again.
Cool. She's gonna have to. Okay, so she grabs that. 15, 20, and she can. Probably safe to just be here, because next turn she'll be able to throw. Oh wait, grab? No, she can throw. She can absolutely throw.
Yeah, okay.
Yep,
I was just like.
Absolutely. So go ahead and make an athletics. So D20 plus 2.
Okay. Ooh, yes. 16 plus 2 is 18.
That'll do it. Go ahead and do a D20 for me.
Okay. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Big money,
See
no
if you
whammies.
can
big
extinguish
money.
all the flames.
13.
So that's going to be.
Wow. Burgundy for the MVP. MVP award for Burgundy.
Whoosh. There is no longer any fire going on in this field back here. You have saved the back of the farm from being. Yeah. Okay, cool. And with that,
That's one less thing to worry about.
absolutely. There is a goblin here. He is terrified and he is stunned, meaning he's not doing anything. All right, Jess.
My turn.
Your turn.
Hooray. Okay, perfect. Would I have cover from this orc where I am right now?
Yes, absolutely. You got full cover.
Okay,
with this wagon. There's some
All right,
crates on top.
I'm gonna put away. Yep, I'm gonna put away my dagger and my bow. I'll bring out my bow, and then I'm hoping that I can use my bonus action to hide, and then I can shoot the orc.
Yep, absolutely. You can hide.
Okay.
You have full cover, so you're able to do so without making a roll.
Oh, yeah, slay. Perfect. All right, so then I just need to attack. 20 with plastic surgery.
That'll hit.
Perfect.
The fake 20. No, it's still 20,
Yes.
just not natural.
Yeah. And 12 damage.
Woo! All right. Mr. Orky Poo is not feeling very happy. But that is
Good.
going to be, really, really good.
All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5.
You don't
Hmm?
You dome him. You hit him. He
Yep.
takes a shot to the dome. Sticks
Okay.
halfway into his head, but he's still alive.
Great. I only have movement left. Yeah, I'm gonna go and duck behind these stables here.
Preservation.
Yeah, possibly not the most useful thing, but that's what I'm gonna do.
Perfect. Because remember, this cannot, because of the water, this cannot actually grow this next turn. These will
Yeah.
attempt to grow, but these cannot grow. So,
Yeah.
which brings us to top of the round with Baradarok.
He's staying put.
All right. This cannot grow, but this will. So, I'm gonna roll for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one is going to grow out this way because there's a gap here. So, all right, first one. This will jump over. Second one. It does not go. Third one. Does not. Fourth. Does not. Fifth. Does not. Sixth that does. And then one more. Seventh. Does not. So very, very lucky for that one. That was really quality for you guys there.
I'll take it.
We'll take it every day. So that's what's happening there, and then the orc is gonna come here. Oh, he can't willingly go closer to the flame. Oh jeez. Okay.
No.
He 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna start making his way towards the house.
Lovely.
That's all he can do. And then Theodric is your turn. They are descending upon the... Oh, can you not hear me? Are we good?
No, I think Theodric's mic is muted.
Theodric, your turn.
Okay, sorry. I thought it took longer for the fire. I'm going to, I guess... Wait,
The orc started coming your way. He was afraid of the flames. He couldn't willingly go towards it.
I guess I'm going to attack the wolf again to keep my rage going.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
Yeah, it does. Let's see if this will be the end.
12 damage. Is the wolf dead finally?
It is. He had 11 remaining hit points.
No!
Finally!
The wolf has just been nipping at your heels the whole time. How are you killing him?
Theodric has just finished, like, threatening the goblin, I guess. And he's just kind of, as the wolf attacks him and it like, kind of, like, ineffectively bites into his chainmail, he's just going to kind of backhanded swing.
Okay.
And I guess just take it, like, just slash it across the face with that.
Good job.
Incidental kill is always the best.
It's more like it was annoying him because it's missed the last 3 attacks at him, and so he's like kind of like just backhanded it and accidentally killed it. But he's still like kind of focused on this goblin who was trying to burn everything down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, if that's your turn, are you gonna move?
Now that it's said, yes, I'm going to move here.
Okay.
And can I use my bonus action to keep intimidating this poor goblin?
The DC is gonna be higher.
Okay.
Yep.
Not lower because it's terrified of me accidentally killing a wolf.
Every turn that you do this, I think there needs to be some kind of limitation.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about a 13?
That is not gonna do it.
Okay. That's okay. Even if he's not scared, I'll just murder him next round.
Well, it is the wolf's turn, but he's dead, which means or him.
Yeah, look, the orc could do anything right now.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, where are we moving? Feanor then.
You just got real loud.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Your mic's just
Um,
acting a bit weird tonight.
Feanor has no bucket, yeah?
No
He
bucket.
threw his over
He
there.
chucked it over perfectly where it's halfway under.
So the closest buckets are at the well.
Yep.
Okay, in that case, we are going to have Feanor 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to chase after the orc,
Okay.
I think.
Alright. You don't want him to, like, grab the bucket and try and douse the flames, or...?
I mean, I figure once we've killed everything, we can just douse the flames outside
Yeah.
of combat, where it's just like, and then we spend the next 10 minutes battling the
Alright.
fire.
Okay, fair enough.
He isn't 10 feet, so with his great spear, he does have reach.
Okay. We'll have him stab the orc.
All right.
Do it.
That is going to be for a 13, which does not hit, unfortunately. He is not in a hitty mood today. That's for sure. All right. Well, then we got Burgundy. So what's Burgundy doing?
Yeah, she's... Can she take both buckets at once, or can she only just grab...
No.
Just one.
Oh, come on!
No, she's not that magic. She only has one mouth. Magic horses do not have two
Shadrach
mouths.
can hold trays on his
On its back.
He might be able to fly too. So
But, like, straight up, this is not a magic horse. This is just a
this is
normal
just
horse.
a very well trained horse.
Magic party!
It is not.
Ah! You guys are ruining my fantasy.
Yeah, just
All right.
one bucket.
Yeah, okay, so
Quit
she's
it.
gonna take a one measly bucket, and she's just gonna sprint as fast as she can. Hang on, yeah, back down this way towards the well.
That's as far as she can go. Back into sight.
Yeah, good. That's
Perfect.
about what I expected.
And that brings us to this goblin who is going to... He's going to stab and then attempt to flee. So let's see if he can stab. He got a nat 1, so he's not going to do that. Yeah, he's going to disengage. And he's going to 5, 10, and jump off of this balcony. So he's going to make a acrobatics check, and he got an 8, which means he falls down.
Is a 1 a critical fail, or...?
For the hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he drops his... We'll just say he drops his weapon, and he is jumped down, and now he's splayed. He's not having a good time. All right.
Whoa.
Yeah,
He's
really,
prone.
really... He's very prone.
He's prone.
Fire spreading. We'll just continue to basically just replace these ones.
So, what's happened with the little goblin over here? Have we forgotten about him?
No, he's still there.
Okay.
Was it his turn?
He's chilling.
Oh, I forgot.
I don't know. I feel like he
Yeah,
hasn't
he
done
should have made a
anything.
shot. I'll have him make one shot. One shot at Feanor. He got a nat 20. So.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Why'd I have to say anything?
Why?
That's 7
you could have
points
just
of
kept your mouth
piercing.
shut.
Look, I have to be fair. If
I
I'm gonna
appreciate it.
rules lawyer,
I really
on our
appreciate
behalf.
it, actually.
Alright.
I have to
It
rules
makes, me,
lawyer
it
on.
makes me feel
Okay,
like you
you
care. I really appreciate
you
it. I feel
neutral
respected.
I have to.
I feel respected.
you neutral lawful thing of nature.
And it was a nat 20, so I'm really
You're
sorry.
being a butthead.
Okay,
Sorry, I'm
okay.
talking to my cat, not you guys.
No,
Neither
no.
of you are buttheads. Just my cat right now.
My mic is being a butthead. And I feel like I kind of am being a butthead, too, so...
A little
Alright.
bit.
We're spreading.
A little bit with the fire. Like you could take it easier on the fire.
Good.
If you want to thank me for reminding you about the goblin, you could take it easy on the fire because that's
Oh,
getting
I see. So the code of the rules lawyer is only
when it comes to BS like this ever spreading fire, Like, by now there's nothing to burn. By now it's burning nothing. It has to have gone out.
All right, so
No.
this is hop.
Expand
This is
always.
This is hop.
It's not how fire works. There's nothing left for it to burn.
Don't worry about it.
I am
Okay.
worried about this man's livelihood. He
That's
can't
true.
go to bed.
All of his crops. He
Farming's
just has,
all of it.
he still's got his cabbages.
How did he manage to look after all these crops if he can't even get himself to bed?
He's only got my cabbages. He's got his cabbages left.
He's got
He'll
his
be fine.
cabbages. All right,
For
cool.
now. For now, if
Uh,
the fire keeps spreading like you want it to, like-
It's your turn.
I am going to. This prone goblin. Is this an advantage?
Yeah, you do
'Cause
have
he's
advantage
prone.
on this because he's prone. Yep. Man, I feel like the
That was
goblins are just.
Does a 23 hit?
Yeah, that'll hit. These goblins are just like, pigs for the slaughter at this point of your guys'
Yeah.
level.
10 damage to
Yeah,
this goblin.
that'll do it. How are you taking him out?
Just straight up while he's played, I'm just shish kebabbing him.
Oh gosh.
Like,
Well, yeah, he's very dead.
calling it anything other than an execution is untrue.
You
And
have
with
you have got some movement still.
with that remaining movement, I am going to go 5, 10, 15 into this orc's face.
All right.
Just to stop him from moving doing any sort of tricky shit at this point.
Nim. Is Nim doing anything?
Does that last goblin have a bow? Yes, it does. It just shot at Feanor. No, he's staying there until the bow archer's gone.
All right. What do you want to do with Feanor? It's Feanor's turn.
Get Feanor to shoot back at the goblin.
Actually, he could probably 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'd just be short of shish kebabbing the goblin.
Oh, he does have 10 feet reach with his spear,
He does
too.
have 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
15,
With
20,
his,
25.
I will say this, with his short bow, he has a +6 to hit.
Okay, we'll
Damn.
use the short bow, I guess. Why
Yeah.
doesn't he use that more? Jesus.
He has so many weapons.
So many.
Sounds
He has
sick.
like a spear, short bow, heavy scimitar, net, hand axe, great spear. It's crazy. Okay, are you doing that? Who's your target?
The goblin,
All
the
right.
archer goblin. I figure the
Ooh, he
orcs
hits him
kind
at a 17, and that is going to be a total of 5 damage. Not enough.
Not enough, but still enough to get it on the map.
Yeah, he's got 2 remaining hit points left. Goblins have 7 if you haven't figured it out at this point. Goblins are squishy. Yeah, and
Squeak.
very, very low armor. Okay, that's what Feanor's gonna do. Is he gonna move or do anything of the sorts?
We might have him move.
Grab a bucket.
Yeah, we'll have him move to
Or
the
fill it.
buckets,
Fill
or at
it.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can fill a bucket. That's a bonus action, right?
He'll fill a bucket.
Okay.
Cool.
Bucket.
Is it just mine's turn now?
Burgundy's turn.
Hmm.
Or the real MVP of this session.
Right. Okay, Burgundy. Yeah, okay, so here's what I want Burgundy to do. I want her to go to the well, drop off her empty bucket, grab the full one, and then come back towards me. Importantly, away from the archer.
Okay. She's gonna go to the well and drop her bucket. I'm gonna have you make an animal handling check
Okay, perfect.
to pick up this bucket and
Wait,
bring it to you.
could we have Feanor hand her the bucket? If he's right there.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay,
Cool.
so do we just do that as a thing, or would that just be advantage?
Can Feanor make the animal handling check?
Sure. Feanor could be like, hey, go take this to Jess. You got this. Yeah. He's got +3, so he's pretty good at this. 11. She will follow orders.
Yay! He is much better at animal handling than I am.
Like, get
Alright.
out of that. There is nothing in that.
There we go. You have a bucket. That's Feanor.
Meanwhile,
Tried to drink the
Yodrick
water.
is like
Yelling
trying
at
to roll
orcs.
out of handling in real life, except it's a cat, so he has a -10 to all rolls.
It's my cat, so it's like a -20.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, that is a Burgundy, which brings us to the Gobbo, who is going to make a shot at Feanor. I guess that's all he can do.
Ew.
And that is going to be for a 23 not natural.
Ew.
Man, these goblins. And that's going to be for 4 points of piercing damage.
Is he even still alive?
Oh, yeah. He has 40 hit points.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he has 15 remaining. He is taking it on the chin. But, yeah, that's what he's doing.
There's nothing in there for you.
Okay, we're going to do that. And then that brings us to Jess.
There's a reason one of my old friends calls her cat Trash Raccoon. So I'm going to direct Burgundy to throw the bucket of water on the fire because she's much better at it than me. And then meanwhile, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3.
Don't you dare.
Can't hit the goblin from where? Okay, so if I go, hang on, 5, 10, 15, 20, like about there, I think. Then I can get a clear shot at the orc.
Yes.
That's my plan. Yeah. With my little bow.
And because you did start the turn out of sight, you are technically hidden. And I guess it doesn't matter because he's already engaged in.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, but if I'm hidden, I get advantage, so it is actually kind of important.
So which one do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll be hidden. Is it an action to, or a bonus action to hide?
Yep, bonus action to hide, and then
Okay.
action to attack. Normal movement.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take the. Actually, I'll do it. I'll do it just regular, and then I'll hide after I attack. Because then I'll be stealth for the round. Okay. Okay, sure. We 13.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
that's
doesn't
not
hit.
gonna hit.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. So
Hide.
yeah.
Cool.
Is
Go
there a
ahead and make
spot for me to
stealth
hide there?
check. You technically his attention's kind of turned from you, so I'll allow you to make a stealth
Okay.
check. And
Alright.
it'll just be his past perception as the DC. So
14.
that is enough. You are
Okay.
hidden.
All right.
Perfect.
Good enough for me.
Good enough. And for both the goblin and him. So and the orc.
Okay.
All right, top of the round. Baradorok, what is he doing? Chilling?
How's this orc in front of me looking?
He's looking pretty hurt.
Yeah, Baradorok will stay. I'm still. He's like any one shot could kill any of our animals right now, and I'm
Yeah.
not risking it.
Everyone's hurt, that's for sure.
Everyone's
Very
hurt.
fair.
We don't have a healer anymore, so we're playing it
I
safe.
mean, I'm kind of a healer.
You're a cook. That's different.
I heal people with my words.
Yeah, your words don't really.
That's because you don't believe. You have to believe in it for it to work.
Okay, Tinkerbell. I don't believe.
I do. I do. Alright, cool. We are moving.
We're moving.
Kyle understands me.
I gotcha. with that brings us down to Theodric's turn.
I am going to attack the orc. Does a 15 hit the orc?
15 does not hit the orc.
Dang it.
Very dang it.
Very, very dang it.
Okay, but with my movement, I'm going to keep his attention on where'd I put my token?
Right.
Where'd I go?
By the well.
I keep having to scroll in and then try and move my character. I'm going to try and like kind of mosey around him and keep his attention on me and away from Feanor and Jessamine.
You have very successfully done so. Which brings us to Nim. What is Nim doing? Is he staying put too?
Yeah.
All right. Feanor. Making a shot
I
at the goblin or orc.
Let's finish the goblin off.
Yeah, do it. It's too annoying.
It's annoying having to worry about archers.
Yeah.
He just hits with a 12. Literally just hits with a 12.
As long as he gets a 3 or more.
I don't
Or is
think
it a
it's
2?
possible.
Sorry.
Yeah, so he got an 8, so goblin is
Yay! Okay. And then with his bonus action, wait. He'll fill another bucket.
Fill another bucket. Yep, there's one more here, so yeah, he's gonna go ahead and fill another bucket.
And he has movement still. If I want to move him in here, would he be on fire next round, or would he get to throw his water first?
He would have to be 5 feet away from it. The fire would go to him, especially specifically here, because it's not a wall. There's no barrier, so fire would spread to him.
What if we put it here?
Perfect.
Okay. And next round, he's going to throw water.
Perfect. Down to Burgundy. Burgundy is going to be a firefighter.
Yes.
Yeah, fire.
All right, athletics check. So +2, d20 +2.
A 21.
Oh, that'll do it. Go ahead and roll a d20. And then
Big
have
money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Ugh, whammy. It's only a 4.
It's okay. It stops the spread, but which fires do you want to put out?
Despawn. And despawn.
All right. Cool. Which brings us to Jess, because there's no more goblins.
Cool. I am still stealthing, so I'm gonna attack the guy.
Perfect.
With advantage. Boop, boop. I rolled double 13, so 17.
Yep, 17 will hit.
Total. Hooray!
Big damage, big damage, big damage, big damage.
Ugh.
No.
You need to stop jinxing me. 15.
You shoot him, and it hits him in the neck, which brings him down to his knees, and he is grasping for life. Grasping for life. Meaning he has 1 hit point left.
Oh, you're kidding.
He has 1 hit point left, which brings us to Baradar.
Damn it, can I use my bonus action or
Yeah,
movement?
sure. Yeah,
Cool.
feel free.
Can I don't know if you'll allow me, but like I want to move up to him and use my bonus action to shank him.
Sure.
Like,
yes, I'll allow you to do that with
something.
disadvantage on the attack.
Okay. That's fine, honestly. Just knock off my arrows that I've been using. There we go.
You're not going to do the Legolas thing and just have infinite arrows forever?
Oh, Kyle won't let me. I asked.
You know, one thing that always gets me is that... Oh,
I miss.
You do miss.
okay.
I
I need everyone to remember that Legolas at the Battle of Helm's Deep had a 31-point lead, and he's still only tied with Gimli. He had a 31-point lead
Which
from
means he
using his
killed no
ranged
one.
arrows. Which
He
means,
killed
yeah.
no one during the action.
Gim-
Except for the
Gimli
orc that
knows-
he hit with the shield.
Yeah.
All right, Baradar, what is he doing?
Baradorok's gonna wait and be a
Okay.
good boy.
Theodric.
I'm
Fire.
gonna try and finish off this orc.
Fire's gonna start spreading while you're doing that.
Is he when he's grasping for breath, is that just flavor?
Yeah, I mean, he's got 1 hit point left, so
Okay.
he's dying.
If you can
on,
hit him,
something-
you're fine.
I can't hit him. I've whiffed it yet again.
Serious.
Seriously,
Ow!
my attack rolls are just not going well.
Oh!
Nim. Is he gonna come in and save the day? He's got a
Yes.
+5 to hit.
Okay.
I vote yes.
Okay.
He's got a +5 to hit. Minimum damage, he puts this guy out.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Hoofs.
Hooves. All right.
Hooves.
+5. Whoever wants to roll this.
Okay, so it's... That's a nat 20 plus the 5.
Boom.
And then...
Stomps
Oh,
into the
thank
ground.
God.
I could just picture Nim just waiting. He's ready. He's like, okay, I got this.
That's 11 damage, so...
Yeah. That's battle over. And
Woo!
before we go any further, we're gonna go ahead and end the session there. So
Yeah.
we're gonna start next session with
Right.
fires raging all over the place. We won't do the whole thing where you guys are going out and having to roll and do all this to put it out. We're not playing that game, but
Yeah.
or we'll start right where we left off. Really quickly, I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes, just thoughts about tonight's session. I know that this went kind of long, so let's make it quick, and then we'll be out of here for the night.
I love the fact that we were like rolling nat 20s to begin with, and then we just like progressively got worse.
I was just like, man, this is going to be 2 seconds. This is gonna be sweet. And then I was just like, all right, this evened out a little bit.
Oh man. But no, like seriously, just like that moment of having Jess like put that arrow between the wolf's eyes, very cool. I like
Honestly, freaking sweet when it comes to the flavor of that. I love that. That's
Yeah.
great.
that. Battle flavor is fun.
It is.
That's what makes it
Um,
epic.
I like tonight's session. I don't like fire. I don't like fire and the fire spreading stuff. It annoys me. But, it was a good
These
session.
are warnings for Nick.
I know,
If
but
he
I'm...
plays with fire, we know the fire
I'm-
mechanics now.
No, I don't want to.
I mean, you change it every time, so you know.
I know.
Right?
I now have these to play with, and so I can actually actively track, which is good. Maybe.
Whatever you say.
Cool. Anyways,
Alright,
yes.
I think that's
Yeah.
it.
I don't like fire.
Yeah.
I'm glad we saved some of this dude's land, I guess.
His
Sort
Hopefully.
soldiers.
We saved his house at least.
We saved his house and his cabbages.
Yeah.
And his
Um,
horse.
And this...
And his horse.
Does he have a horse?
He does.
Yeah, he had
in
one
this
in the stables.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we didn't even notice. Yeah. I have to go marching tomorrow because it's Anzac Day, so I'll peace out here.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for the session, Kyle.
Absolutely.
Okay, bye
Have a good
everyone.
one. Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else before we do close it down?
No, I think tonight's session was good. Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to thoughts.
Yep.
But no, I can't think of anything that hasn't been said. It was a good session.
It's been a while since you guys have had battle. I actually, now that I think about it, I think the last time was the Goblin Caves, maybe? You had like a
Yeah.
brawl.
I did have a brawl. Or a mud
Um,
wrestling match, I'd say.
Did have a mud wrestling match.
All and anything.
Jess fought some bandits.
Yeah.
I think it's been a while for Feanor, and unfortunately wasn't here for this session. Oh, so sad.
Right.
It's going to require some resting. But thank you so much for joining. Thank you for all who did join us. Really appreciate you guys as always. We have a number of streams. Check out the Discord for that. I believe Cole's going to be streaming a little bit later with some Fire Emblem 3 Houses. And then Dain will be finishing his DLC run of Elden Ring on Thursday. We do not have Everlast this weekend. And I will be continuing starting Monday, Final Fantasy 16. It's a great game. I'm loving it. It's super cool. We do have a couple of things. We have coffee. We're selling coffee. If you like coffee, check us out. We have Coffee of the Realms, which are a bunch of different coffee flavors based off of the different areas of Everlast, some of the main locales, and they got official Everlast art for the packaging. So super cool. By doing that, by purchasing from that, you do support Fantasy Forge Studios directly. We also have our sponsor, Daisnaki. They're a Japanese sweets and luxury treats company. They sell a number of Japanese snack boxes from their Amakse box, which is their popular Japanese goods, to their Amakse Lux box, which is their more traditional Japanese snack boxes. I was looking today, and they didn't have their kawaii box, so I don't know what the deal with that is, but normally they have a like character boxes, so I'll have to reach out to them and ask them about that. But if you do order from them, say that Fantasy Forge sent you, if you do that, we get the credit for that, and we make our way towards our goal of our referral rate. And if you do put your Twitch name, you'll get raffle tickets towards our next Omakase box giveaway. But that's it. May the road go ever onward and onward. Thank you all so much for sticking with us through a very long session. Have a good one. See you guys on
See you,
Monday.
everyone.